Well, a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Flight Deck to Sim live stream. Today it's the 8th of April 2020, 5 minutes past 5 in the evening here in the United Kingdom, and we are starting off exactly where we left from on our last live stream, the epic Cross the Pond. I just want to reiterate, thank you very much everyone that turned up for that stream on Saturday. That broke lots of records for me personally on the streams. We had something like 40,000 views on that video, 1,800 people watching. It was crazy, so thank you very much for that. A couple more pointers. First, I'd like to apologise because I was meant to be streaming this yesterday evening at 9 o'clock and literally had everything set up ready to go, about to push live, but I had been feeling rotten all day. I won't go into too much detail, nothing COVID-19 related, but it's something I won't go into much more of a description of. But essentially, it would not have been wise for me to stream last night, but yes, feeling considerably better today. Thank you very much to James Gardner, who's just joined as a member. Welcome on board, sir, and you'll be invited to our members-only Discord, which you'll be pleased to know is up and running again, and you'll get all the exclusive members-only content. Secondly, apart from yesterday, I would like to apologise to all of my American members and subscribers who had tuned in, especially because I was streaming a little later than usual, so it was a bit better timed for that, and I just can't stream that late today because Wednesday night, guys, is my Xbox night, and it is sacred. I don't do anything else except play Xbox on Wednesday with my mates from work and some colleagues and some friends from school. So unfortunately, I had to do it a little bit earlier. So I know it's midday in New York at the moment, so I hope there's a few US guys here anyway. But yes, we'll hopefully get things going anyway. Brian Kruger, I know certainly you were meant to be joining me, so sorry for you especially. Streamlabs just said thank you for subscribing to Noel Stankovic. Thank you very much. Welcome aboard, a subscriber. And here we are. Yes, we are in X-Men 11, of course, in John F. Kennedy Airport. This is the exact stand we parked on for the Cross the Pond event. And we'll zoom into our aircraft, and you might notice in my sim it's looking a little bit brighter. That's because I have a new X-Vision preset, quite a loud GPU there, which is, I think, made things look a lot more realistic. The only problem is, on the EFB charts, it's made it quite difficult to read things like flight plans and stuff, but it needs a bit more jigging. Massive thanks to Richard Asberg for making this X-Vision preset, but it certainly looks a lot more realistic, a lot more brighter than it should be. Captain Panna, where do I download your livery? I'm sure one of the moderators help you there. Exclamation mark livery, and you'll find the link to be able to download that. But yes, here we are in the ZIBO mod. Now, I have done a transit setup. That's to say, we've got the aircraft set up, we've done the turnaround, and we're all ready to go. But I will step through everything, the routing, the SIDS, because the SIDS and stars here in the US are very different to European SIDS and stars. I don't fully understand them, but hopefully someone in the chat will get us going. We are on VATSIM, but unfortunately it looks like there's no ATC. I should think that's down to the time we're streaming at, but hopefully we'll get someone pop in. And of course, I haven't even mentioned where we're going today. Leaving New York John F. Kennedy, going to the capital of the United States, Washington, D.C., to fly into Ronald Reagan National Airport, not the main international airport. And the plan is to fly the river visual approach. The wind is a bit variable at the moment, but we should be able to attempt that, and I know it's an approach a lot of people want to see. And then from Washington, we're going to head northbound, overhead New York again, and fly onwards to Boston. Is that the way you pronounce it, I think? Yes, Marianne is behind me as per usual. She's my current administrator because we're both of us off work at the moment until the foreseeable future. So we're both off work. So yeah, she's in the background helping me moderate the streams along with the moderators. Anyway, let's have a bit of a chat about where we are. So we are in JFK. Let's just show you the standard one. So yeah, you can see this X-Vision preset, I need to fiddle with it a bit more. It's made it very difficult to look on the charts, so I will do this for reading any of the charts here. Here's the airport. We're currently on stand 3, Terminal 1. Now, I remember when we did the flight the other day, it got a bit confusing because it says here in Explain Stand 13, but it actually means Terminal 1, Stand 3, so I kind of get that. Daniel F., one of my members, is just coming in with a cheeky £3 donation here. Thank you very much, Dan. He says, for some more anti-enchilada medicine. Thank you very much. Yeah, there's some sort of conspiracy going on that Marianne actually poisoned me, but it's down to the fact I think I ate too many Easter eggs. But feeling much better. Thank you very much. Simple, yes, Boston, that's your home airport. Awesome, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you very much. Cheers, James Garner, for not only becoming a member, but also donating $5. Very kind. Wish I could stay. It's 9 o'clock in the morning for you, so you must be middle of the States or West Coast. Oh, I'm sorry if it's so early for you there. Just wanted to finally catch a stream so I could become a member live. Love the content. Good luck today. Well, James, thank you very much for your membership, and we'll catch up with you all later on Discord. That's very, very kind. Thank you very much as well to Mr. C1983 for donating £2. Hi, Captain. Looking forward to the stream. Thank you very much, Mr. C1893. You're getting on a bit, sir. But thank you very much for your donation. Very, very kind. Right, anyway, here we are on Terminal 1. Now, I took the liberty of having a look at flight radar, and despite the fact the wind's coming in from the north, they seem to be using runway 22 right for departure, so it's a tailwind takeoff, and that's the one I was planning yesterday, so I think we'll push back taxi and go out one of these taxiways. I don't know if that should be on Alpha Bravo. I think they've got some sort of clockwise, anti-clockwise system. We'll go towards Echo and depart runway 22 right from that point there. So that's the taxi routing. Here's a slightly more detailed airport chart. I've got it on night mode because you might notice on night mode it's actually a little bit easier to read here. It's very difficult to distinguish here between the taxiway and runway. And then the SID, this is what I don't get about US airports. I think it's actually the way it works is perhaps better than in Europe. They essentially have...
trucks coming.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, thank you very much explaining, Nora. So we're going to be departing off runway 22 right here, and I believe we have to somehow head towards this waypoint called Wavy, which is the first waypoint on our flight plan. How we do that exactly, I don't know. But looking here for 22 right, it says climb on heading 224, climbing right turn to intercept the JFK 232 radial, which I've got tuned here, and then at 5 DME make a left turn heading 219. And I think they just give you vectors of some sort after departure here in JFK. Like I said, I've never flown in a US international airport. I did do my CPL in the States, but that was all VFR. I never did any instrument flying or flew a SID here. So yeah, excuse me if you're a US operator and I'm making an absolute hash of your SID here. But yeah, we'll do this to the best of our abilities, and then we'll just essentially use heading select and make our way towards Wavy for the rest of the flight. So that's the routing departure SID. Just got to do a few more things up here. We've got a little bit of extra fuel, an extra 30 minutes, so I can have a couple of approaches on the river visual, especially if there's a tailwind, which they definitely wouldn't use that approach in reality if there was a tailwind. But it should be a good laugh to have a go at that approach. Right, APU's booted up. We've got 185 passengers on board. What's the latest weather here? The METARs are very different in the States as well. Looking at the latest weather in John F. Kennedy. Oh, some merchandise has been purchased. Thank you very much, Alan Chandler, for purchasing a mug. I'll try and catch your comment. Keep up the good work. Can't read the bit at the start, but thank you very much for your mug. Very, very kind. I'm glad you're enjoying the content especially, and I look forward to seeing you have a brew out of that mug. Very, very kind. We often get the odd mug purchase. Unfortunately, Mariana's a bit confused because she's like, where's the comment? When someone buys merchandise, because I've only got one screen, I have to quickly flick to the Streamlabs, and the text is too small so I can never read it. So yeah.
That's why your face was so close to the screen.
That's why my face was so close to the screen, yes, so I could actually read that. That's it. So yeah, thank you very much for that. What else was I going to say? I can't remember now. Yeah, weather. So right now in John F. Kennedy, surface winds 340 at 12 knots. Now for runway 22 right, that's going to give us about an 8 knot tailwind. That's acceptable. 10 statute miles visibility, quite cloudy, 14 degrees. The inches of mercury is 29056 apparently. That's interesting. Is that definitely right? I'll set that as well. 29056. That can't be right. Have I got active sky running here? That's a bit unusual. Wait, that should be right because it's saying sea level, but why is the FMC saying JFK is up here at minus... No, this is saying minus... I'm a bit confused here. What is going on? So that's 100 feet. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the current inches of mercury here is right now in KJFK, but it's saying on my phone it's 29056. But if I set that, that's setting well below our altitude. I'm just checking active sky in the background. That's saying that the current QNH is 3003, so I'm not sure I'm not sure why there's a discrepancy between what Active Sky is saying. Look, 29056, but Active Sky is saying current live weather engaged, and the QNH is 10173003. So I think Pedro Diaz, you've got it right. We'll reload Active Sky. Whilst just before I do that, I'll disconnect the GPU. Let's get the APU on the bus first. Disconnect GPU, and we'll order some pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
We'll do something like this, and something like that. That should do us fine.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
And request pushback. Oops, why is that not working? He said he was driving up, I think. There he is. Right, perfect. Or there she is. Perfect. Right, yeah, it's 29053. Right, let me just reboot Active Sky then. I'll turn this off. Yes, do you want to disconnect? I do. I've had this happen before, I'm sure. Logging in. You can see that all the clouds have gone. No, we've got live weather on, Tim. Definitely not historic. There we go. Look, you see that change? The weather's just changed. And it's 100% on live weather. Weather control. Ah, no it's not. Live weather mode is active now. Well, let's just see if it does its thing.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Thank you very much to Maritime Pilot. Welcome on board. Thank you very much for the dedicated support, and welcome as a member as well. There we go. That's fixed it. Sorry, Maritime Pilot. You will be automatically invited to the members only Discord for some exclusive members only content. Thank you very much. Anthony Teal, he just heard the thunder. There was thunder playing in the background. He just said, "Is that my stomach?" It was last night. Ugh. Right, looks like the live weather's in, guys. Thank you very much. Not sure how. Very well done, Tim, because I don't know how it set that to historic weather. But we can now set the correct pressure, which was 29056. Happy days.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
There we go. Transponder out off.
Starting pushback, and you may start
So
engine.
just make sure on Unicom. And we'll tell them we're pushing back. Oh, where's he going? That looks a bit dodgy. Unicom, John F. Kennedy, Alpaca 01 is pushing back Terminal 1, stand 3. Perfect. Norsky, did we solve the Discord problem? We did, yes. There was an issue, nothing malicious, thankfully, but there was an issue between YouTube and Discord and the synchronization feature. Essentially, that broke, and because all of my members are purely from YouTube membership, as soon as the synchronization broke, it automatically booted them all out. So literally, it was just myself, a few admins, and that was it. It was horrific to see, but it's all been fixed, I'm pleased to say. Right, let's start now. Engine number 2. Flight time should be around 45 minutes. You should have all the overlay design up there, which I'm really loving. And this approach we're going to fly looks very exciting. I've practiced it a couple of times. Both of them, I completely, put it bluntly, cocked it up. Overshot the turn. There's 25%. We have oil pressure. Starter cut out. Perfect. Guys, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. We're looking for 737 likes. Captain Epidemic, don't forget to set V2. You win today's prize, or first prize, for the first thing I've forgotten to do. Well spotted. Your top prize is, I will write to you, Captain Epidemic, and I'll give you a special emoji. One of my new emojis, actually, I've just unlocked, which I cannot find. Oh, let's not even do that. Let's give you a toilet. Congratulations, Captain Epidemic. You win the first virtual prize for the day. Right, starter cut out monitoring engine number 2. 24632 is stable. Start at engine number 1. Thank you very much for Ben Donson for joining as a member. Welcome on board. You'll get also the exclusive members only content. And you'll be able to be invited to our members only Discord very shortly.
Minimums. Approaching minimums.
Head 2. All pressure, and there's
Operation
N1.
complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Too much going on here.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Perfect. Deep Penny, full 26k, best angle of climb out of JFK and Alpaca SOP, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it. No, we've got full 24k today. It was more than enough. We're fully loaded though, 185 passengers. I forgot to set the MFRA. Let's just go for 1,000 feet here. I'm drinking a lot of water, as you can imagine. Right, so, MFRA is set. Guys, I'm not running Vulkan, by the way. I think I missed that question there. The reason is I've got too many plugins and things, and because I'm streaming quite frequently and doing a bit of stuff in the background, I haven't got around to testing it. I'm going to wait until a few more plugins have been updated.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
Oh, we will. Thank you. Oh, is that a colleague of ours there? Or have American Airlines realised we have the most awesome livery ever and repainted their aircraft? That's awesome. There we are. Tug scene with the bypass pin. Happy days. Right. Generators on the bus. APU off. Start switches continuous. Probe heat on. Anti-ice not required. Air conditioning. Packs in auto. Isolation valve. Was that in auto? I should have been in open. I don't know why it wasn't. That's set. Sea level in DC. That's set. Flaps 5. Hold on. Did I go flap 5? 1, 2, 5. Don't have to worry about that in real life. Right. Flight controls. Full forward. Full back. Left, centre, and right centre. Here comes the rudders. Full right centre. Full left centre. Recall. There we are. Blank the lower DU. And we can then complete the before takeoff checklist. Now, excuse me in Kennedy, I've not really read any briefing here. Thank you very much to whoever that was, though. Acre79 donated £3. Been looking forward to this after some bad family news this week. Keep up the good work. Well, Acre79, I don't know if you want to share that. Feel free to in chat, but I'm very sorry to hear that, and I hope it's not as bad as I think it could be. But thank you very much for donating, and whatever's happened, I hope you recover soon. But thank you very much for popping into the stream, and I hope the stream is some sort of respite for you. But thank you very much. Cool. So here we are on John F. Kennedy. Now, I think they have some sort of clockwise, anti-clockwise system. I'm going to try and go out via, I don't know, November or Mike Alpha, and then I'm going to go Alpha. Or probably Bravo. I think I'll take the second. Go Bravo, Juliet, or back onto Bravo. Look, we'll get there. I might get hopelessly lost because this is it's not default. It is some freeware scenery, but it's quite a long taxi. We'll just say we're taxiing holding point 22 right. Alpaca 0 on taxi holding point 22 right. Departures in John F. Kennedy. Oh look, well that was a quick repaint. It was flight deck to sim, and now it's a British Airways Airbus, I think. Oh, I wasn't so keen on the flight deck to sim airline. Taxiway Bravo, thanks, Tough Bob.
Airport native information, Alpha 15510.
Now what's going on?
1350
Why does it do this randomly whenever it wants?
1400
so
Canary.
annoying.
Delta 17 taxi to loading point, runway to right via taxiway Bravo.
Oh, JFK Towers just contacted me. Please contact me on 119.1. Oh, we've got some ATC, it would seem. And excellent. Right, let's just do that then. And now get hopelessly lost. I'm kind of a bit upset that someone's come here to not help me. Alright, 119.1. John F. Kennedy Tower. Good afternoon, Alpaca 01. Request taxi and departure clearance to Washington Ronald Reagan, please.
Okay, Alpaca 01, Kennedy Tower, hello. Cleared to Washington National Airport via Kennedy via departure. Better vectors wavy, then a file. Maintain 5,000. Expect flight level 220. 1 Siemens after departure. Departure frequency is offline. Squawk 1506.
Okay, to Washington Ronald Reagan via Kennedy 5, then direct to vectors to Wavy, and then as filed. Climb 5,000, expecting flight level 220. Copy airborne. Next frequency is offline. Squawk 1506. Alpaca 01.
Alpaca 01, read back is correct. Advise when ready for taxi.
we'll go. So let's get that all set up. 5,000 feet. There's the Kennedy 5, and then I've got direct wavy, so we're going to go heading select initially. And then we'll just double check the Kennedy 5. I'll just, whoever that was, a member, standby. I'll say thanks shortly. So here's, let's just go night so you can see. So here's the Kennedy 5. This is definitely the Kennedy 5 chart, because I remember selecting the Kennedy 5 departures, which is all of these. We're going to climb straight ahead, intercept this 232 radial, 5 DME, and then we'll make our way towards wavy. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you very much to Captain Borg, who joined as a member. That's very, very kind. Thank you, and you'll get all the exclusive members-only content. And secondly, thank you very much for a very generous donation. Noah Featherston's just donated $20. Good luck on the flight today. The river visual is a fun approach. Glad there's a stream today, as it's a good way to take our minds off the craziness. Thanks. Well, thank you very much, Noah. Very, very kind. Yes, wish me the best of luck on the visual approach into Reagan. We should do it. There be dragons for 80. It's just called Washington National. Okay, there you go. Oh, someone else is going there.
Kennedy 5 departure. Directors wavy and asphalt.
So now we'll just wait for our taxi instructions.
So
this is November. It is. You wouldn't think that there's a crisis going on. Look how much ground traffic there is.
Kennedy 5 departure, radar vectors to wavy. Then asphalt, maintain flight 5,000 feet, expecting 2200 minutes after departure. Departure frequency Unicom and squawk 1.
Oh yeah, Noel, squawk code, well done. That was the last thing I did forget.
Alpha 05, Brita is correct. Advise when ready for taxi, runway 22 right. Information Alpha active.
With Alpha, and we're ready to taxi now. Alpha 05.
Alpha 05, Roger, runway 22 right.
Cheeky standby, 10%, well done. Another thing I forgot, you guys are on the ball.
Echo, cross, runway 31 right.
Now flying Kennedy Airport right now is a ghost town, I can imagine. Probably as busy as Ilvatsim right now. Alpaca 01, request taxi.
Alpaca 01, runway 22 right, taxi via November, left on Bravo, Echo, cross runway 31 right at Echo.
Taxi holding point 22 right via November, Bravo, Echo, cross 31 right to hold point Echo, Alpaca 01. Okay, so November is the slight right, then the Bravo here, okay, so wish me luck. And I forgot to turn the lights on as well. You weren't that good at spotting that one, guys. Thank you very much to Jill, who's just joined as a member. Welcome on board. Glad you enjoyed the content, so you'll get some exclusive members-only content as well. Guys, if you're...
Via Kennedy...
Oh, watch out, guys!
Minimums. Approaching.
Why does that happen just to me? Thank you very much, whoever that was as well. Let me just turn the let's go back now to... Right, there we are. Right, so let's just make sure we're taxiing the right way. There's November. Next left is Bravo. Did we taxi through a petrol tanker as well?
17 Rita is correct. That is when ready for taxi.
That was awful.
Call it back shortly.
Is the APU off? Yes. I think this is Bravo here. Lovely progressive taxi.
Alpha 49er Alpha Foxtrot Squawk normal mode Charlie. Thank you. Runway 22 right. Taxi via Golf.
And then Bravo is going to be the second left here. This is currently
Echo,
Alpha if we take a left now.
Runway 31 right.
The next one's Bravo.
And follow company 737. That it's.
Damn right, company. Alpaca Airways represents the States. Yes, as I was saying just before ears imploded, two new GIFs, or two new, whatever you call these things for the members. We've got a seatbelt signs on and a top of descent. I unlocked that now because we've got a few more members, which is pretty cool.
Echo, cross runway 31 right at Echo.
Rolling eye emoji, Brian.
Bravo,
Again, if you're interested in this scenery, if you look at my video description below, it is downloadable for free. It's pretty good.
Alpaca 01, give way to a Delta 737. On Kilo Foxtrot, he's joining taxiway Bravo.
Giving way to the Delta 737 at Kilo Foxtrot Alpaca 01. So a Delta. Oh, he's well up there, look, I think. Perfect.
Sorry about that, JetBlue 97. We just saw your message.
So Kilo Foxtrot's just there. It's got quite busy here all of a sudden.
Not
Not GIF, not GIF. You know I don't know computers, guys. Ooh, that's way too much for us to taxi. Yeah, GIFs, PNG this, transparent that, I don't know. What do you, I forgot what they call them. Emojis. You emojis. Say again?
What does that have to do with GIFs?
They've got two new, I don't know, I always get my GIFs and emojis muddled up. GIF pronounced GIF. GIF, isn't that some sort of cleaner that we use to clean sinks? GIF, I don't know. A SIF.
JetBlue 97 cleared to Denver International Airport.
Shots fired in chat and behind me here.
These 5 departure.
Guys, if you're new to the video as well, thank you very much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like the content, and you might see someone called Pilot Mike popping up. That's a good friend of mine. He's a 787 First Officer, and he helps answer any questions there. Go check out his content too. Even the creator got it wrong.
Sorry, you cut out at the squawky.
Sorry, squawk 1545.
We're clear to
So I only just about recovered from Saturday's live stream.
Eastbound Canada transition, climb via SID. Expect level 320 once we're at the departure. And then squawk 1545, JetBlue 97.
JetBlue 97.
Freckles Aviation, are you sure you set 22 right? Yep. I'll double check in the FMC. Doesn't make any difference because they're heading select after departure.
Okay, maintain 5,000, 32010.
22 right.
Departure for JetBlue 97.
Roger, JetBlue 97, wind 350.
Looks like 3-1. No, runway 22, going off in that direction.
Clear for takeoff, 22 right, JetBlue 97.
It is pronounced with a soft J.
Request high mark clearance to Washington.
Last aircraft calls.
Cool. So here we are, approaching Bravo.
Call sign Britannia 1.
Britannia 1, he's a long way from home. But then again, so are we.
Battalion 1, Kennedy Tower, cleared to Washington National Airport via Kennedy 5.
D-Penny, a CFM 56 accelerated to 40% to full noise. Yeah, a little bit excessive to commence taxi.
1 2 minutes after departure.
That's sort of the maximum you want to be setting if you're on a little bit uphill.
03.
Yeah, Britannia, exactly. That's wicked.
Depart via Kennedy 5, expect vectors to Wavy at 5,000, then at flight level 220, score 1503.
Yeah, this new X-Vision preset, yeah, it's a bit difficult to see this during the day, but it's so much better in here. The brightness of the flight day. If you have X-Vision, I haven't actually updated the file, so if you want to download my old one, you still can. It's very good, but it's just a little bit too dark, and I have to say thanks to Richard Asberg to making the effort to making this new preset. Right, so on the Bravo taxiway, parallel for runway 22 right for departure. Going for 2 times butter today, says Acres 79. We'll see. It's quite a short runway into Reagan, but we'll see what we can do. God, look at the aircraft here. Yeah, it was dead when I started the stream. I know we've got some colleagues here. Look, we've got an Alpaca 49 Alpha Foxtrot ahead. My computer's moaning a little bit. 26 frames per second. Maybe I should upgrade to Vulcan sooner rather than later. But this is live weather on VATSIM in a complex airport with a city close by. So I don't think it gets much harder for X-Plane to load all this. And Ortho 4XP, which I downloaded for this whole area. Except for Boston. I don't have any Ortho for Boston, but we do have the river visual approach. How many aircraft we got ahead of us? 1, 2, 3.
Alpaca 49 Alpha Foxtrot, runway 22 right, land up and wait.
Runway running 22 correction. Okay, yeah, whatever we are.
So yeah, I think Washington, if talking about scenery in chat I just saw, the Washington scenery I got is actually freeware, but it was a 3D model, it was actually quite good. There doesn't seem to be a decent payware one, and the Boston scenery was a Mr. 6X, which is, he's very well renowned as some of the best freeware airports. It looked really, really good. should be coming into Boston about 2.5 hours from now. Explanation, what's the call sign? Alpaca 01.
Alpaca 49 Alpha Foxtrot, fly runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff. Here you go, right,
Mr. Mootard, can you fly to Oslo Airport one day? We've done several streams in and out of Oslo, but no doubt we'll visit again soon. If you go to my video description below and look at the third link, you will find a interactive Google map where you'll see every single place we've streamed to before. In fact, I'll share it to you right now in chat. But that's quite cool, guys. If you ever want to see where we've been, you can replay it. Might have already flown into your favourite airport before. There you go. AFO 332, we're still taxiing. It's a big airport, but we're nearly there. There's our colleague just taking off. Alpaca 39 at Alpha Foxtrot. From our new base, John F. Kennedy. Oh, wrong window. Oops. Now, why is my keyboard not working? There we go. If in doubt, follow the guy ahead. Just make sure he's going to the same place. In fact, I think he might have gone on Bravo Alpha there. I'll just follow him. Or he has different scenery because he's basically going all over the place. No problem. We'll take Echo, even though we're cleared Bravo. So we're crossing now the other runway. 13 left, 31 right. You need to confirm that you are cleared to cross that runway if it was active with your first officer. If there's any doubt, you again confirm with ATC.
Alpaca 49 Alpha Foxtrot, frequency change approved. Have a great flight.
Raphael, go to Brazil again one day. We will, Raphael. We will. I love doing that flight to Sao Paulo, then to Santos Dumont. That was one of the sketchiest airports ever did. Where I somehow managed to butter it in there on a 1,300-meter runway. I think it's the shortest runway that 737 routinely operates into.
3-1 right.
Thankfully, Ronald Reagan Airport isn't quite as big as JFK, so the taxi shouldn't be too long there. Cool, it is hot here in the UK as well. Windows open, but as I've mentioned on many streams before, I swear my PC generates about as much heat as a thermonuclear explosion. So hot in here already. Right, I've not been paying attention on my taxi routes here. I think this looks okay. I think he's probably got some different scenery, but yeah, it looks like okay, not a problem. Nothing to see here. We'll just cut the corner. There might be some scenery differences here. Look away, everyone. Temporarily grounded. When do you start the clock? As soon as we get our takeoff clearance and just immediately before setting 40% thrust. I saw your video, by the way, from your home-built flight deck. Looked really, really cool. Cause I think you said you were testing Vulcan. I'm not turning the control column, by the way. That's because my joystick and tiller are linked.
$50, $40.
Thank you very much, Jamlin, for the £2 donation. That's another one of my members donating. Very kind, thank you. How many alpacas do we have on today? Thank you very much for the donation. I think I've heard at least one aircraft. Alpaca has just departed. I don't know if there's any others. But no, we're in full force here in the States. Right, he's probably got a slightly different scenery than me. Oh, I need to turn off that cinema version.
05. Frequency change
50, 40, 30.
Thank you very much, Ivor Lundby, for the donation there. Dude, a flight to Tromsø, highly recommended. Cheers. No doubt I know where you're from, sir. A Norwegian. Thank you very much for the donation. No doubts we will go to Tromsø at some point. Oh, it would appear an American Airlines aircraft has just spawned at the whole point. He's now disappeared. Oh god, I know what are the issues today. Thank you very much, Ivar, for your donation. Yeah, we've been... Where did we go? We went to Bodo recently in a members-only flight, but we need to go a little bit further north, go to Tromsø. We sure will. Thank you for the donation there. X-Pilot doesn't work with Vulcan yet. That's one of the main reasons I haven't updated it.
Delta 17, holding point runway 22 right. Delta 17, runway 22 right, line up and wait. Set up and wait, Delta 17.
So he should hopefully move. We'll go to hold point Echo. Havard, have you been to Bergen in the sim? Yes, real life, no. But we've done a flight from Bergen. I don't think we've flown into Bergen. It's amazing how I can recall all the streams in the past. But we definitely flew from Bergen, I think, to the UK. I can't remember. No, we did Bergen, Faroe Islands, and then Faroe Islands, Iceland. I remember. There's Delta. So yeah, I think there's again a slight graphical itch here where we have to go through the taxi lights to line up on the runway. Not a problem. Tauher Gill, you didn't get invited to Discord. What you need to do is search on Google YouTube Discord synchronization, follow the instructions there carefully, and make sure you do that on a web browser, not the Discord app.
Delta 17, departure frequency will be 135.9. 135.9.
So we got an airborne frequency now, which is quite cool.
Departure frequency 135.9. Delta 1.
So again, yeah, a bit of a tailwind for departure, but it's less than 10 knots. It's about 7 knot tailwind. The wind's all over the place in Washington. It would definitely be runway 01 in use in Washington. I'm going to see if I can request the visual with a tailwind. It would be completely stupid to do that in real life, but it's obviously an approach everyone wants to see. We'll see what we'll do when we get there, but the wind's just swung round to the northwest now.
Johnny 1 on stand.
I'd be worried if my landing gear was like that. It's not bad though, this bluebell pen.
File 1, position start is at your discretion, squawk 1503.
Is he rolling?
Delta 17, fly runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Oh wow, have got some ATC.
Fly runway
That's cool.
heading, runway 22 right, cleared for
They
takeoff.
might give us 01. If that is the case, I promise we'll stream and do the river visual. Didn't you get his takeoff clearance already?
Kennedy Tower, JetBlue 662 with you with information alpha.
Minimums.
Thank you very much to Carl Bear 95 just joined as a member. Welcome on board. So we get all the exclusive members on only content too. Appreciate that.
50, 40, 30, 20,
Cabin secure.
10.
Thank you very much again, Gary Coppard, for the donation there. Very kind. £5. All the members again, guys. Come on. Thank you very much. You're too generous, you guys, really. Anthony, currently landing north. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, 19 is a challenging approach going down the river and stuff. And I should think they use.
Delta 17, how do you go?
Yeah, I think he got his takeoff clearance already. Come on, Delta 17. There's ATC in Reagan too. Okay. Come on, Delta. Thank you very much, Havard Owen. I've mispronounced that. Only accept my apologies. Thank you for your membership. Welcome on board. Very, very kind.
Minimums. Approaching.
Tough Bob. Arrivals expect the Mount Vernon visual runway 01. Okay. Yeah, I think they won't give us 19 if there's ATC with the wind.
Party bus 814. Kennedy Tower
Come on,
here
Delta.
to Toronto Pearson Airport via Kennedy 5 departure. Weather vectors Gale, then as filed. Maintain 5.
Really forget the clock. No, I've got it now. Get my pen.
135.9er, squawk 15.
Noel, if you want to join as a member, you'll have to find a join button. But if you're watching this on your mobile phone, you won't be able to do that. You need to watch it on a web browser.
Via the Kennedy 5 departure, radar vectors Gale, then as filed. On the 19.5, we'll get the climb instructions from departure on 1.
Scout's Cop, I can just finish my shift in the prison when I can't switch my phone on. To my delight, the captain is doing a stream. Bonus.
814, read keys correct, advise when ready for taxi, runway 22 right, information alpha active.
I think this guy might have.
Push the start on discretion, we'll expect runway
I don't know what's happened to him.
departure, and we have alpha flight left.
Information alpha is active. JetBlue 662, wind 350 at 12, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Copy, winds Good, land runway 22 left, JetBlue.
22 left or 32 left?
Okay, Tower Delta 17, I lost the transmission. I have a clearance to take off. Delta 17, negative, hold position.
Oh, right guys, let's start a campfire. This is going to be a long taxi. 42 minutes streaming it. What can we do, eh? But sometimes like this in real life. I remember being in Barcelona. Excuse me, guys. The time from pushback to takeoff was 1 hour 10 minutes. It was insane. There were like number 30 for departures. We took on a lot of extra fuel, and thank goodness we did, because it was lovely weather, and we saw what was going on. So we put on extra 600 kilos, and so it was about 10 aircraft ahead of us. I had to go back on stand to get more fuel. It was crazy.
34010 after departure frequency 135.9.
Adam Elcott, well remembered, it's Liverpool all over again. Yes, although there's only one aircraft holding me up. He missed his takeoff clearance, unfortunately, but now, because there's another aircraft landing somewhere, I think, I don't know if it's to that one, he's just holding off on the clearance. Lucas, he did go a bit quiet, but he has requested his takeoff clearance, which he just said stand by for some reason.
Delta 17, fly runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
There we go.
Clear for takeoff, runway to the right, Delta 17.
Have I flown to Madrid? No, I've never been to Madrid, bizarrely. Have I? Come on, Delta, get those engines spooling up. There he goes.
Delta 2290, Alexander.
And he's going to... Oh, is he? Oh, no, we're following him.
Tower cleared to Atlanta Airport via...
Thanks for subscribing, Alexandru JR. Welcome on board.
Robbinsville, then as filed. Maintain 5,000.
Do miss that sound, guys. One of the things I miss about when anyone takes off the little... You see that slight vibration in the aircraft. It's lovely. Yeah. Especially when it's a big white body jet. It's cool. I miss it. Tower's doing everything, remember, as well, so he's having to taxi clearance and departures. Alpaca 01, ready for departure.
Delta 17, contact departure, have a great flight.
35.9, I think, was departures.
Departure frequency, Delta 17. Alpaca 01, runway 22 right, line up and wait.
Runway 22 right, line up and wait, Alpaca 01. Excellent, here we go. So lights on, weather radar, LNAV, water throttle, transponder, TARA. Ooh, that's not what I'm looking. So, no, we want heading select. So MCP is set, transponder, TARA, strobe lights on, holding on the takeoff clearance.
Information Alpha, stand Alpha 38. Information Alpha, question altimeter 2956, request clearance to Chicago O'Hare.
Chicago. What's Chicago, New York? That would be quite a cool flight. I'm thinking of doing a few more flights in the States. So, Chicago would be quite cool to go to. Right, at least we're pointing in the right direction, guys. But the scenery's a bit off. Never mind. Right, parking brakes set. Brian Kruger, terrain. Technically, Captain has... Well, my operator, weather radar, FO would have terrain that side.
Alpaca 01, fly runway heading, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, 22 right, cleared for takeoff, Alpaca 01. Guys, we're ready, finally. Long taxi, but we're here, up and running. Get the togas in chat for the members. 40% standing up. Thank you very much for the 866 people currently watching the stream as well. Very, very kind. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up. Here we go, boys and girls. Set takeoff thrust. Clock, very good. Well done to Mattia. We'll need to make sure.
On taxiway.
All right, Ras.
On taxiway.
Takeoff thrust set indications normal. Too busy trying to set the clock. There we are.
80 knots.
Check. Release the forward pressure. That's the end of the display's threshold. Wow.
V1 rotate.
Up we go. And we're airborne.
Positive rate.
Gears going up.
Foxtrot, left on Bravo, Echo, cross runway 31 right.
400.
And verify heading select. That's what we want. So to maintain runway heading.
Kilo Foxtrot, Alpha, cross runway 31 right.
Superb. Command 8, bugger.
1, contact departure, 135.9.
35.9 Alpaca 01. Bye. Sound like a US guy, 35.9. Yeah. Flaps 1.
The American 310, Canadian Tower.
This tower guy sounds a bit fed up. Not sure why he came online. Great job, though.
Chicago O'Hare Airport.
Excuse me, guys.
Kennedy 5 departure, radar
Flaps
vector
up.
code, then as file. Maintain.
Is it New York Centre? Oh gosh, I don't know. At departures, good afternoon. Alpaca 01 out of Kennedy 22 right, runway heading.
Alpaca 01, New York departure, radar contact, climb maintain 6,000.
I maintain 6,000, Alpaca 01. Right,
Delta 17,
vertical
direct
speeds. Accelerate to 250.
Get the way.
And go back to VNAV.
Delta 17, New York
Seeing
Center is
3,500
offline,
6,000.
frequency change
I'll do the
over
after takeoff
503
checks.
Washington,
Using
I'll pick you up shortly. Thank you for service, Delta 17. Alpaca 01, turn left in 130.
Left heading 130 degrees, Alpaca 01. Oh, I love it. These guys sound really professional. Cool. So, air conditioning and pressurization. We've got diff pressure 2.0. Climbing.
Alpaca 01, turn left in 120, climb and maintain 12,000.
Left heading 120, climb maintain 12,000, Alpaca 01. Oh, I love it. Right, heading 120, 12,000 feet. That's not a flight levels. Only said my name. Mr. Flight Net Sim, 12,000 feet. And we can release the cabin crew. Oh yeah, after takeoff checklist complete. So heading southeast towards our first waypoint in the flight plan, Wavy. So I'm just going to bring Wavy to the top. Execute. Oh, we're just on the vectors, so we're not going to do this.
New York departure, WestJet 0812.
Love it.
Flight Service Scarab, calling New York, Sierra Coast, sign again.
Brian Kruger, wait until you get to Boston. Those guys are the best on VATSIM. Yeah, so was that you that mentioned that as well? I've heard those guys are good.
That's affirmative. WestJet 812, I'm not covering LaGuardia departure. Please monitor Unicom 122.8.
So where do we pick up clearance for WestJet 012?
WestJet 12, LaGuardia Tower is not online. Please monitor Unicom 122.8.
122.8, WestJet 012.
He's an angry one. Where's my clearance? Oh, I sound someone from the south there. You know I don't do accents very well, guys. Right. Oh, looking good, guys. That's cool. I'll come to the States. I'm glad we've got ATC as well. That's really cool. I'm glad you're here as well, Brian. I'm sorry you couldn't make the flight like yesterday. I feel really bad.
01, proceed direct Wavy, climb maintain 17,000.
Direct Wavy, climb to altitude 17,000, Alpaca 01. Excellent. So 17,000 set. Wavy executes and LNAV available. Do the pre-cruise checks, passing 10,400 for 17,000 feet. Fuel 4 pumps, lights off, APUs off, pressurization is set. Release passengers, nice and smooth. Recall, there we are. Pre-takeoff checks complete. We're estimating Washington in 50 minutes. That arrival's based.
Alpaca 01, New York Center is offline. Please monitor Unicom 122.8. Radar services terminated. Washington, I'll pick you up shortly.
122.8. Thanks for the service, buddy. Have a good day. 22.8. We should have Washington Center up later. Cool. So based on that, what we'll do, we'll continue climb to our flight level 360. There's no ATC for this short while. I didn't mean to push out into event if you're questioning that. That was an accident. There we go. Set, and we can set standard. Passing 121 flight level 360. Happy days. You know what? Wasn't that person going to DC? Watch this, guys. Let's see if we can cut him up a bit. Cheeky. Yeah, New York Center to Alpaca 01, route director Yazoo. You heard it, guys. If anyone asks any questions, I think he was going there as well. Let's just make sure we definitely get ahead of him as well.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Game and move. Exactly. Thank you very much to Steve Deer, who's just donated £2. Treat Corona like the SS. Do it, and Frank. Well, thank you very much for that reference. Yeah, well, coronavirus can obviously do one, but yeah, interesting donation in the comment. But thank you very much for your very, very kind gesture. That's very, very kind. He's just ahead of us, so could be an issue, and we get to Yazoo if he's got the same flight plan. Oh, he's descending. I don't know if that's an issue with the mod, but yeah, we'll see if we can cut the corner here. Guys, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. Looking for 737 likes. I think you can see where that came from. I saw that. I think that frequency call was for another Alpaca. Oh, really? So I was still meant to be with New York. Oops. I'm sure he'd have transferred me back. Or said something. I hope not. Yeah, we need to get ahead of this guy. Climbing as fast as we really can. On conversion, we'll go decimal 7980. But he's a lot further east. Don't need the JFK charts anymore. And we'll see if we can get the weather later on for Ronald Reagan. It is online. DCA Tower. Looking at the weather though, I don't think it'll be good for 19er. Yeah, still showing 290 at 5. Stuart Linder, where did your like count come from? It's a new thing. We've been doing it for a while now, about a couple of months ago. We first did it when we flew the 757, and it's just been fitting. And the last one, it was crazy. We got like 2,300 the last crazy stream. That was very good. I'm looking on the VATSIM map. I can see Delta 17. We are neck and neck. He's just ahead of me at the moment. DC Center 13372. See if he notices I've got to cut the corner. Washington Center, good afternoon. Alpaca 01, climbing flight level 360 to Yazoo.
I'm sorry, say that call sign again?
It's Alpaca 01.
Okay, that's a new one. It's a first for me. Alpaca 01 Watson Center. Hello, how'd that for me?
Thank you. Love it. Absolutely love it. Dominic, why do you set standard before 18,000 feet? That's because it's my operator's SOP. As soon as we clear to a flight level, I immediately set standard, regardless of the position of the transition altitude. Thank you very much, Zach Griffey, for the donation there. £5. As far as I'm aware, max flight level from JFK to Washington is 220. Ooh, it's just like London TMA from Manchester to London. Alright, well, let's see what he says. We'll go away up to 36 if we can. It's a very quick, brief top of climb, top of descent, but we'll see.
And Alpaca 01, stay at airspeed?
Currently indicated 330 knots on transition, planning decimal 79er.
Okay, maintain, for right now, for space, maintain 300 knots for me, sir.
Okay, reduce speed 300 knots, Alpaca 01. Damn it, I think he realised what we were doing.
40,
Trying to get ahead of Delta.
20, 10.
Obviously giving priority to his American colleague carrier. Whoa, my goodness.
On behalf of the Rakaslu.
Good.
Burak, flipping heck, that's insane. Oh, Burak, I think you'll be pretty cross because I know you've been trying to get me to activate the payments. That's insane. Thank you so much, Burak, for that insane donation. I don't even know what to say, Burak. I'm going to be chasing that later. £50 coming in. Very, very kind. And to whoever bought the sticker as well, thank you very much for that. That's very, very kind. Burak, you absolute maniac. Thank you so much, man. Really, really kind. Ah. Don't want to say that. Yeah, sorry for whoever bought the sticker as well. I think it came up as anonymous on mine, but that was very kind. But yeah, that boot rack, that's insane, man. Come on. Thank you. Delta are the worst. Don't say that, Pedro, in a public forum. I have no idea. They're a big airline, I know that. Right, anyway.
What now, Foxtrot? You're ready to contact 28 miles north of Silver, New York.
Minimums.
The deal 3 arrival.
Approaching
Expect
minimums.
expect the river visual approach from a 19.
Ah, River Visual. Ah, that looks like we could be in for the River Visual. Thank you very much to Skepman, who's just joined as a member. Thank you very much for the dedicated support. Very, very kind of you. You'll get automatically invited to the members-only Discord. Very kind. So he just got given the River Visual, which is interesting. That would be cool. I don't mind doing it onto a slight tailwind just for the banter, but I wouldn't request it in real life.
Get a pack of 01 to right 20 degrees for traffic.
Right 20 degrees, Alpaca 01. New heading is 244 degrees. Treddy, is this VATSIM? Yes, sir, it is. Troop, can you choose a random call sign like Alpaca on VATSIM, or are there rules? You can choose any call sign you like, as long as it's not obviously rude or represents anything it shouldn't, and just make a remarks in the flight plan information call sign Alpaca 01. Sometimes they don't recognise it and they say Victor Charlie Papa 01, which is understandable, but a couple of my members have been working very hard to register Alpaca Airlines as a virtual airline. I think we just got a few more bits to do, so when we log in it'll automatically be recognised. Thank you very much for Gordon for becoming a subscriber. Welcome on board. Brian, did you read your recommendations on Discord yesterday for Runway 19? I did. I will sort of do it how I try and do it in real life, and I know there's certain parts I can't cross, otherwise I get shot down, but we'll do our best. So, super short flight. Let's have a look at the landing performance. Burning about a ton of fuel, 62.6. I'm going to go flap 30. It's on the edge of when I choose flap 30 or flap 40 with 2,000 metre runway, just because it's a little easier to handle in the flare with flap 30 than flap 40. And this is an approach, as you'll see very shortly, you don't want to screw up. Code for Ronald Reagan is KDCA. There we are. So,
Is that last purple with Express 597? Sure.
Deal 3 arrival.
Am I still saying your call sign wrong?
Who was that?
Just send that text chat real quick.
Yeah, I still want it in night mode because it's possible to see with the new preset.
Had a long day at work, I'm sorry.
So,
World Express, I keep saying World Cargo.
There's Deal. Fingers crossed for the River Visual. 19er.
Washington Center, United 1791.
So this is a visual approach basically, guys, which follows the river in. However, there is an RNAV approach for this, which is sort of overlay, so I've selected that in the FMC. Just going to bring that up in the background here. It's the same essentially, so you can use this as an overlay, so you can actually use LNAV, VNAV initially, but we'll disconnect way earlier, flight visually. But we'll base the approach off the information from this.
DC Center, good afternoon. Canadian Express 393 is at Baltimore.
So he told us to maintain 330, which we can no longer do because our transition is increasing. I'm actually going to close the window and climb our econ climb speed.
Center for what? Express 597. You said you had to reroute for us? Yeah, I did. Direct. It's going to be direct south. Direct south and the cab with 3 arrival. Can you accept that?
So, arrival with flying. A Deal 3. Eventually getting to Deal, 280 knots at 10,000. There you go, 280 knots, 10,000. Is that mandatory to be at 280? At 280, yeah.
Expect that.
Okay. So we'll speed up in the descent.
Stop, Captain.
Yuck. I love that. You're going to hopefully go northbound for the visual. So yuck, edgy, feign, Megs. Edgy, feign, Megs.
Alright, Envoy 87,
Looking good. And then eventually after that is vectors, but we'll hopefully get a point towards Fergie, which is the initial approach fix for the visual and the RNAV approach runway 19. But we'll see what they give us down the tower. We might have to change the ILS, not a problem. That gives us extra track miles anyway, so we can easily set up for the ILS. If they're not giving us. Good old wind up here, look, 90 knots. That should help us get to Boston quicker later. Thank you very much, Temporary Grounded, for your $20. Very, very kind there. Go check out Temporary Grounded as well, because I don't know too much about it, but he is a member of my Discord as well, and he, I saw some pictures of him. He's got an awesome looking home simulator, but that's very kind, Temporary Grounded.
Which altitude that you're going to climb to, sir?
We thought we could just go up to flight level 360 for a short while, but we could go to any level as you wish.
Okay. Just stop at 340 for me, sir.
We'll go stop, climb flight level 340, Alpaca 01. So immediately push out hold if you get, I don't know why, it should level off straight away, it shouldn't go back down there. And that will immediately stop the descent, so if you get a stop climb, stop descent, just push out hold, and that will stop it from doing that. It shouldn't go straight back to 340 though, it should go to the exact altitude.
Alpaca 01, proceed direct, billet.
Direct to billet Alpaca 01. Where? Billet.
And Alpaca 01, cross billet at 11,000.
Billet at 11,000 Alpaca 01. Is it possible to request the river visual?
Yeah. Gonna get to you when you get a little closer, but expect them out for an visual. Correct. Expect the river visual from me one now.
Thank you very much, Alpaca 01. Perfect. So we need to update the cruise level now because it still thinks we want to get up to 360. We'll execute that. That shall now just generate a new top of descent. We can put this up here. If you don't do that, it doesn't matter, but you'll get a master caution off scheduled descent, so it's quite important to do that.
When can we expect to change to near approach?
Delta 1337, runway 2.
Thank you very much to... Oh, welcome back, Mr. Shigati Pilot. Thank you very much for coming back on board. I hope you had a pleasant break. And welcome back as a member, very kind. And yeah, you hopefully know all about the Members Only Discord, so I won't go on about too much, but thank you very much.
2654, you got a little ways to go, so...
So yeah, I hope you're happy with the arrival. It's all planned in there, LNAV, VNAV, we've got the restrictions. We briefed this fully, you're hopefully going to get this visual. You just kept through all the points, tell us to expect 11,000 at billet, we've got that in the FMC. Here's the approach, you know, when it's visual approach like this, it's not very clear for you to see on there. No missed approach procedure for a visual, so you'd have to negotiate to see what you want us to do. Probably climb runway heading 3000. And you must stay across the river. You got the George Mason, all the nice landmarks here. And I understand if you go too far left, you get shot down. So that's it, it just gets yourself to 19. The beauty is, the RNAV approach exactly follows the required procedure. And the beauty is, if you're not feeling too confident, you can use LNAV, VNAV all the way down. Look. So 550 feet with RMP 0.3, so you can get quite close in. But we'll disconnect early and enjoy the visual approach anyway. I could set up for the RNAV and put the minimums in, but we'll plan for the visual. We'll put Washington DC as active, 1110. There's nothing else to tune. What was it? Can't even remember now. 1110.
Minimums.
Ooh, stand by, buddy.
Minimums. Approaching minimums.
Just get this punched in before I forget. Oops. Error. Ah. Why? Did it say it? Right, okay. I'll try and fix that in a bit. Thank you very much to whoever that was joining as a member. Andrea M, welcome on board. Glad you joined the content, sir. And you'll get all the exclusive members-only content.
Okay, like I thought. KDCA Express 393. Cruise out to set ballot for your direction.
I think there's some sort of little bug here where it won't let me set the VOR unless I go ILS VOR. No, that's broken. Uh-oh. Am I doing something stupid? No, 1110. There's a bug there. Won't let me change it. Get the VOR there. 1110. Am I doing it? What am I typing in, guys?
Level 240. Sorry, say again.
Oh my god, am I doing it right? Sorry, I am. I'm going absolutely nuts.
We are way too high to capture the ILS. We're going to need some vectors to get back around at an appropriate altitude. Power 2110. Okay, power 2110.
That was frustrating for you guys.
Left heading.
Oh dear, that's my fault.
Left 010. Power 2110.
Alpaca 01 requests descent for the billet restriction.
Alpaca 01. You can descend whenever you're ready.
Descending now, 1000, Alpaca 01. Could you just confirm the pressure setting?
Cross billet at 1000. Correction, Boston altimeter 2960.
2960, thanks, Alpaca 01. 29
Canadian Express 393, squawk at
0960.
0550.
So at my operator again, we immediately set the transition altitude when cleared. The threat here is if you've been cleared to a flight level or stopped at set flight level, you've got to remember to set standard. But my operator, we immediately set the pressure when we're cleared to an altitude. And because obviously the transition altitude is so high here, you can set it a little bit sooner. I'll go back to V now.
Cross billet 1000 Delta 7.
Here we are, guys. And hopefully we'll do the river visual.
Minimums.
Crikey, lots of members coming. Thank you very much to Robin Sinona for joining as a member. Thank you very much. Welcome aboard as a member, sir. You get all the exclusive members-only content through our members-only Discord. And to anyone that's just joined as a member, don't forget to synchronise your YouTube account to Discord. Follow the guidance on Google, YouTube, Discord synchronisation. Make sure you do that on your web browser, and you should get automatically invited in. Thank you. Oops, never set the bank angle to 10. But I'll leave it at 25 now. It's about to go through 30,000. Drag required? I don't think so. It should now go to retard arm though. There we go. Oh, ZIBO, I apologise. A little bit late, but there we are. Retard arm.
Left 240, power 2110. Washington Center, Word Express. 507, we have something to say.
Oh.
Go ahead. Can you advise Dulles Tower that there's like 2 ADISs currently going on? I see a Tango and a hotel, and they're kind of cross-conflicting with each other. Okay.
Pedro, a tip in America, you don't need to ask to descend. If you clear descent via, you can descend all the way down. See, the terminology, Pedro, in Europe is when ready. When ready, descend to flight level altitude. So it's a slight difference there. So that's why I requested descent, because I wasn't 100% sure. So you see, there's the differences between FAA in States and Europe. But yeah, I'm glad I got all the ortho installed correctly. This is just Bing Maps. I know there's something called something else someone recommended, but I just went with the standard ortho Bing Maps. Looks okay to me. We don't come to the US that often, but unfortunately none for Boston area.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Thank you very much, Lee Richard. Very generous. £20 donation. Very kind. Good luck with the visual, he says. Well, thank you very much, Lee. We'll need it with a tailwind, and I've done this approach twice for the members, some of the Discord members watching, and both of them are completely overshot the turn. But we'll see. Haven't even looked at the taxi briefing, actually.
Airline 1 heavy, down.
Okay, so landing on runway 19, it's 2,000 metres, about 7,200 feet, vacate probably Alpha or Foxtrot if we can stop in time, but I don't think we will. And then we'll just taxi onto stand. I have this printed out in front of me, so I'm going to get rid of that. And instead I'm going to go for the parking gates, so we can actually locate where we need to park. There we are. And this is actually default X-Plane 11 scenery, and the actual airport is a 3D model one, it actually looks pretty good. Anti-Teal, wind's picked up. Is that in the descent or in Washington?
Okay to join the localizer. I'm sorry, yes, join the localizer.
Let's have a look at Ronald Reagan.
Join the localizer, power 2110.
Oh my god, 300, 15, gusting 21.
Alpaca, 49 Alpha Foxtrot to maintain.
It's a different alpaca there.
3,000.
That is an 8 to 11 knot tailwind with an 80 knot crosswind. That is not ideal for the river visual. That is pretty challenging if I'm honest. Oh god. Oh no. That's a gusting 21 knot tailwind crosswind. Unbelievable. This could get quite interesting. Don't forget Alpaca Airways, they're a little bit more blasé than other airlines. They might just press on perhaps a little bit sooner than they would in real life. Stuart Little, go for it, thank you. Thank you. Phone use time to show your skills. This is where it gets really bad though, because it gets you know, you all expect a certain level of aptitude skill, which sometimes doesn't come across. Oh dear. Actually, yeah, better turn early than like yesterday. We'll see. Like I said, we've got enough gas for another go.
Power 21, take you 4 miles from Femco, cross Femco at above 1,000.
3.7 on arrival, so it's enough for another shot. I'll have 2 shots, and if not, we'll have to request the ILS 01. Guys, up to 532 likes. Massive thanks to every one of you. We're trying to get up to 737. That'd be awesome stuff. Thank you very much.
Send via Capital Express Express 507. Delta 17, maintain 240 knots.
Your stream still says climb phase.
0 knots,
Here?
Delta 17.
Oh, that's because... Yeah, well spotted. The reason is because we didn't reach our planned flight level, so I need to update Sim Toolkit Pro. Hold on. Edit flight. We never got up to that cruise level. So let me just stick in. What are we about to pass? I can't see the sim at the moment. Let's just put 19,000. That should trick it into the cruise and then descent. Update flight. Yeah, if you don't get up to your planned cruise level, that throws a bit of a wobbly. Now it says cruise, and as soon as we pass 19,000 feet, it should get descent. But well spotted for the overlay. A little bit of weather there. I haven't seen any weather in the sim in ages. A little bit of rain here.
November 631 Alpha, ident.
So we've got this 11,000 restriction, which keeps us there for quite a while.
Alpha with you. Ident.
37, should be too far off that. So still 20 minutes till landing, guys. Dermot, any good tutorials for the ZIBO? My tutorials, Dermot! I've got several tutorials in the ZIBO mod, my Gold Dark one, a few others, some of the PMDG, which are still applicable.
Okay. USA 2654, New York approaches offline. Radar services terminated, monitor, get a count 122.8, get in.
Monitor, unit off, 122.8, every day.
Yeah.
Washington Center, power
Let's see what aid they give us when we get there, because the wind now is definitely not favouring 19er. I should think the tower, unless everyone wants to do 19er,
November 631 Alpha.
want us to do 01.
Oh, correction. November 631 Alpha. Squawk 0504. Squawk 0504. November 631 Alpha.
Traffic just before us. Look, just below us. Is that the Delta? It is! We got in front of a Delta, guys. Brilliant. Amazing.
November 631 Alpha.
Just going to help ourselves out as well so we don't get any close. Let's do 320 indicated. That's okay until 280, until deal. Let's get us a bit of space in between Delta, who actually took off ahead of us. That's savage, that is.
Berlin 1, just maintain 3,000. I'm sorry, Envoy 8732. What airport are you at again, sir?
I'm trying to get the clearance. Vibronic. Don't have to answer, but is the PMDG or ZIBO handle more true to life? The reason I went from PMDG to ZIBO is the fact that X-Plane handles flight a lot more realistically. The way an aircraft handles is far more akin to a real aircraft, so that's why I switched. But the PMDG is good, don't get me wrong. It's a very good payware aircraft. The work the ZIBO's put into this to make this its real make it similar to the real life counterpart. It's unbelievable. That's why I use it. I can basically fly this as per SOP. My operator with 99% realism. It's incredible, really.
8732, read back correct. Wilmington altimeter 2976.
So, 1,000 feet to go. I'm just going to keep that descent rate. I usually slow it down, but I just want to make sure we make that restriction.
Report to river in sight.
Oh, there we go. He's doing the river.
Berlin 1, just maintain 3000.
So we just need to remember to bring our speed back to 280 at Deal.
Alpaca 49, Alpha Foxtrot, clear river visual, runway 19.
20.
So it's all been cleared river visual. Who is that that's just donated there? Oh, why is that not coming? Oh yes, because it was a donation. Oh, I'm still a noob here. Thank you very much to George Bayer for the €2.29 donation. Very kind. 1 Tupolev 154 vodka on ice, please. Greetings from Germany. Thank you very much, George. Yeah, we've still got a little bit of vodka left from the Tupolev stream, which is in the back at the rear galley. So we'll get you one on ice. Thank you very much. There we are at 1,000. I have a little bit of rain on this approach. I don't have the ski rain effects on at the moment because they're completely broken for me, and I think a lot of other people reported that issue too.
Berlin 1, turn right, heading 320.
320.
James Don, have you given Vulcan a try? I haven't. Just because I don't think it's fully optimised yet with all the plugins.
Will we be able to get wind advisory from you? Hold on 1 second. Delta 1020, runway 2, correction. Actually, yeah, runway 23 right, taxi via Bravo.
Look at behind us. That's absolutely right for taking so long to get airborne.
Yeah, November 631 Alpha, say that again, I'm sorry. Will we be able to get
so hot in here, guys. Oh.
Wind advisories? I can get you the local surface ones for right now, but I really can't get into the depth since I got a decent amount of traffic on. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Currently, the current Baltimore surface ones is 27017. 27017.
No, the latest donation doesn't load. It still says £50. That's because the top donation, latest donation. Oh yeah, that's weird. Oh, my apologies.
Express 393, runway 28, taxi via Tango Papa uniform.
Don't know why then.
Tango Papa uniform, getting Express 73.
It should be working. You got Super Chat is the Google thing, donations is the PayPal thing, and I said as ever before, no one has to feel like
you can
this.
resume normal speed.
Free speed, Alpaca 01.
And just maintain 3000.
I'd send maintain 3000, Alpaca 01. Alright, let's go VNAV. 3,000 feet. Little check of out into vent. That should descend us at 1,000 feet per minute.
And Alpaca 49 Alpha Foxtrot, contact tower 1.
And we're just going to go vertical speed 500 now because we're very early here. As long as it doesn't bother him. Oh no, hold on, we've got a restriction at Deal to be at 10,000, so hold on, we'll go back to VNAV for a short while. And then once we make the Deal restriction, we're going to be yuck at 10,000 as well.
BC Center Delta 783 confirming radar contact.
30.
I'm sorry.
20.
Thank you very much, Robin Sinona, for the super chat there. €5. Good luck to landing. Thank you very much. Very kind. So I was half listening to ATC there as well, but thank you very much, Robin. Yeah, for some reason my chat's not showing all the messages here, so I've just refreshed my other laptop with the page, so hopefully I can see what people are saying. The aircraft might level off here at 10,000 because we've got a restriction here. No. Oh, why did it decel so late? Oops. Yeah, so now we're currently speeding.
Flight level 270 inbound Yazoo.
No problem.
I'm sorry, who was that called?
Yazoo, was it?
The Potomac River 49 Foxtrot on the go run.
Oh, someone went around.
Back to 49 Alpha Foxtrot. Radar contact.
I think it's just because he's flown the visual and it's not easy with those winds.
310
Oh, Passenger Escobar. Thank you very much. No, I actually know who you are as well, Brian. Thank you very much. Oh, hold on.
I'm in Washington at the gate waiting to get to Boston. Don't be late. If I'm late, he'll get charged an extra $10 in the CAAW parking garage.
36034.
That is brilliant. Thank you so much. I've had someone else come in there as well, Brian. That's very, very kind. We're doing our best to do an on-time performance for you, Passenger Escobar. We're only running about 5 minutes late, but hopefully you won't get charged. Very, very kind. Him in Boston. Jack's here as well. Very good. Hello. Why are you chewing on that? Good boy. Good boy. All right. Everything happened at once there. Donation coming in. Jack was chewing, Mariana turned up. Crazy, thanks guys.
Charlie, after that, runway 23 right, you clear for takeoff to 1.
It did kind of work, Brian. It's supposed to be a Boston accent. I heard a bit of Boston. So river visual in rain, low cloud and gusty winds from the tailwind and crosswind. This is going to be tough. I hope I haven't bitten off more than I can chew here. It wouldn't surprise me if someone tries to take off on 01. It would be perfectly acceptable for that.
Berlin 1, turn left, heading 180, report the river.
180, report the river, Berlin 1.
Wow, some quite heavy rain there, look. Interesting. This is going to be fun, Harumi. Yes, for you guys, I'm already sweating. That's mostly due to the temperature in my office right now. CMSB, how long until final approach? I'd say about 10 minutes.
Review flight level 370.
We're about to go over head DC. That's better.
Delta 17 to maintain 3000. Maintain 3000.
There's no other restrictions on these altitudes.
Ryanair 558 watts on the center, squawk 0501.
Is that a Ryanair call sign I heard? He's very far from us.
Squawk 0501, Ryanair 558.
Berlin 1, do you have the river in sight?
V1 Sims managed his arrival, can't let the side down, or added pressure. But yeah, but was that in his Airbus? To be fair, there's no excuse, I'm in my 7.3, so we'll have to see.
I took 3599, request radio check. 5x5.
Flying Dutchman, have a safe landing, Captain, thank you very much. You can all start praying now, that'd be great. Oh, that's lovely, thanks for putting that. So, rain, no problem for official approach. Well, I actually haven't looked at the weather.
Takeoff runway 28, Canadian Express entry.
Where is X-Pilot?
Delta 1020, radar contacts altitude.
So, we do have tower. We do have an ATIS as well, 1901 for this tower.
Alpaca 49 Alpha Foxtrot, turn right heading 360. Right heading 360, Alpaca 49 Alpha.
This is going to be insane. I'm guessing the Washington Reagan Tower just is like, yeah, you can do whatever approach you like, regardless of the fact you've got a 30-knot tailwind and crosswind. Flight channel, can the 737 display a terrain radar alongside a weather radar? Negative. It's weather or terrain. Excuse me.
And November 631 Alpha, this will maintain 6000.
One of the problems with the ND though is the way the weather's displayed. It completely overlays the magenta line. But look at this, we're going to go through right through a heavy rain here. Now in reality, if I was seeing it in that sort of shape with kind of red, yellow, green in a bit more of a linear fashion, like a blob, that would be some sort of heavy rain or CB. You wouldn't want to go through that. But we'll give it a shot here in X-Plane 11. That's V now.
Canadian Express 393 radar contact, climb and take flight level 240. Maintain flight level 240, can you express imagery?
Actually, no. Stand by. Actually, no, that's okay. 1,000 feet per minute slowly should recapture the profile. 30 knot tailwind, yeah, it should be a little bit better than the ground. In fact, I'll just dial in the ATIS. 3265.
Berlin 1, contact, Watson and Tower, 119.1, cadet.
3, 2.13, altimeter 2960. Arrival is expecting Mount Vernon visual runway 1. Landing and
so visual approach runway 1.
9 Alpha 5, right heading 100, report to river in sight.
What's that for me?
Heading 100, report river in sight, go back and 1 Alpha 5.
To airmen. Numerous cranes in vicinity of airport.
Numerous rain.
Bird activity in vicinity of airport.
Birds. Great.
RNP approach on request.
Reagan Tower,
For some reason it's blocking the radio, so I'm not going to listen to it. But yeah, I heard rain, I heard
Berlin 1, you're still on my frequency.
strong winds and stuff. It's going to be absolutely brutal. Well, there's the river anyway. For those of you who are interested, there is Washington. That's where we're going to be trying to land on, runway 19. And there's the river we're going to follow. Now, I can't remember what the name of these places. I can't remember. Where's the White House? Isn't that around here somewhere? Isn't it Langley? Langley's around here. Someone told me. Air Berlin.
49 Alpha Foxtrot.
Why is he hovering?
Airworld Express 507, expect division approach runway 1, correction 1 center.
Hi, President. The big pillar. Yeah, let's call it the big pillar.
50, 40, 30.
Thank you very much to Playtoss Republic for the $10 donation. Very kind treats for Jack, and of course, of your expertise as well, Captain, but mostly for Jack. Thanks, Playtoss. I love that. Very, very good. Washington Monument. Yeah, the pointy thing. Yeah.
Baltic 1, cross billet at 1-1.
Speed's getting a bit low, Von VNAV. Bit of rain coming in, lovely. What's the temperature? 21 degrees. And again, I haven't got X-Vision, the ski effects on, because they are
Ryanair 558, radar contact 5, 10 miles northwest.
Otherwise, we'd be on a heading now.
Cross billet at 11000, Britannia 1.
Alpaca 01 approaching Megs, rivers in sight.
Alpaca 1, clear river visual runway 19.
Clear river visual 19, Alpaca 01. I love it, so chill in the US. Let's just route direct to Fergie. That's going to give us a little bit higher, I think. Yeah, only just though. So, we can go flap 1 now. We've cleared river visual approach. And, I've completely forgot. And my operator, I didn't set this. As minimums, we put the elevation plus 500 feet. So what is if someone could get me the altitude of this airport, that'd be greatly appreciated.
8732, runway 24.
I'm just going to set around 500 feet. I know it's around sea level. Let's stick in 500 here. Just gives us something to work off to be completely stable by. I think it's like 13 feet, so I'm going to put 513. Let's go flat 5. And with that, we could set 600 feet. We cleared visual. Flat 5 set.
Delta 783.
And as soon as we get onto the visual, we'll start disconnecting and make sure we're all happy. 14 feet, thanks guys. We'll put 514. That's for a visual approach from our operator. We just add 500 feet, and we use that not as minimums, but as a stabilisation point. There are no minimums for a visual approach. This is just for situation awareness, so I know how far I am.
Ryanair 555.
10-4. So it's about 10 miles from the runway.
Go ahead.
Look at this wind.
I've got a reroute for you. 7 ready, copy.
Here we go, boys. Turning final.
Say again, sir, please.
Just going to set this to runway heading 187.
I have a reroute for you, sir. 7 ready to copy.
Reroute.
Ready to copy, Ryanair 558.
Okay, it's going to be direct.
Wow, 929 people watching. It's insane. We've been hitting 1,000 viewers on a lot of streams recently. Thank you so much, guys, for popping in. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up if you're enjoying a pilot that's about to be put into furlough in flying flight sim. Thank you very much.
It will be direct Garrett.
Right, so there we are. I mean, you wouldn't usually be the right
second arrival procedure, Ryanair 558.
We'll keep it going for now. Oh, look at the aircraft. There's an Alpaca.
Direct Garrett to Corey 4 arrival.
Whizzing his way around as well. I think that's the guy that went around. This could get interesting. The X-plane raid looks like Isu. Not terribly realistic, but better than nothing.
Center Berlin 1, runway heading 3000 to the go round.
Alpaca 49 Alpha Foxtrot. Contact tower 19.1, good day. 19.1. Berlin 1.
So we get to around 1500 feet. I want to at least get to town and get the clearance in before we disconnect. But I will disconnect soon. But look at this tailwind and crosswind here. Ugh. This is going to be...
Alpaca 1, contact tower 19.1, good day.
90.1, Alpaca 01. Bye-bye. Is it just Washington Tower? I don't know. Washington National Tower, Alpaca 01, visual, runway 19, about 60 ME. Or 6 miles to run.
Alpaca 01,
He sounds
Washington
young.
Tower, wind 30015, gusting 21, number 2, runway 19, clear to land.
Clear to land, Alpaca 01. So even though number 2, this is a thing they do in the US, they clear you to land. I remember doing my CPL, you're like number 5 cleared to land. Oh, I forgot to do the post-cruise checks. Well, where were you in chat, guys, to remind me? Right. Oh my god, I'm getting the wrong check. So start switch is continuous, recall checked, speed brake argue light, landing gear down 3, order brake is set, flap 30. We've got a gusting tailwind here and a crosswind. This is just not going to work at all. Missed approach altitude, need to set as well. Let's just go 3000, disconnecting. Right, flaps, we've got 30 required.
Alpaca 49 Alpha Foxtrot, welcome to Washington.
Lights are on, checks complete.
Kilo 5, kilo, cross 184.
Right, so we've got to really undercut this turn here. Oh, my speed's going all over the place. I can't see the runway, this is the problem with desktop sims.
Berlin 1 to... No,
so you don't want to stay over the river, I know that much. But it's just this turn, we've got to be very careful we don't get blown through here. I want to restock with the flight directors, but I'm really helping me a little bit here. Don't go too far left, otherwise we're going to get shot down. Right, I'm not going to wait till the bridge to turn, because we're going to get overshot massively. I'm turning now. Continue. Oh, I've turned a little bit early, but I don't care. Where's my pappies or vazzies or whatever they call them? There we are. A white and a red. Oh, watch that wind. Look at that tailwind. It's going to overshoot me here. That's just about on the limit of what I want to do as a bank angle. Lord, this is no good. Right, keep descending. A little bit high, but that's okay. A little bit high, excessive. Say, okay, yeah, that's my fault. That's my fault, guys. Okay, I'm doing a foul. Okay. Check, close, left rudder coming in, aileron into wind, keep it centered. Where's that runway? Oh god, I think that was a gust or something. Oh, minus 78, but what a floater. Speed brakes up, that was a wobbly one. Oh, nice. Full aileron into wind, look, we can't see because I've got the control column. Oh, use all this runway though. 60 knots idle reverse. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Reagan. That was a little bit dicey, that was. I would have perhaps got around, in reality, slightly excessive deceleration. Got myself a bit high. But we floated out, got the rudder in, but I was hoping to sit...
Alpaca 01, welcome to Washington. Taxi to parking via, let's see, Juliet, cross runway 4, kilo 5, kilo.
Taxi ramp, Juliet, cross runway 4, kilo 5, and kilo Alpaca 01, thanks. Where on earth is that? Oh, right. Flaps up. Speed brakes up. Where's my chart? It said cross runway 4, kilo. Okay. So there's Echo. I think we should turn right here. Juliet, right. Hold your horses. Let's just make sure we know where we're going. So... It said taxi to the ramp. I guess there'd be some sort of ramp controller here. We've vacated here Alpha, Juliet. I'm going to make the right here, which is Juliet, and then go Kilo. But yeah, that was dicey. I don't think we had a landing like that for a very long time. But tailwind and crosswind, you can see the effect that had on the aircraft. It was really cool. This is another reason why I like X-Plane. You know, we've got an extra 10 knots ground speed because of that tailwind or more, and it really wants the aircraft to float a bit more. Your airspeed's still the same, but it's pushing you so fast over the ground. Your landing distance increases tenfold when you have a tailwind. It's actually something you don't want to ever do. You can have approval on certain runways of operator to do it, but up to 10 knots, 15 knots if it's approved. But this is not a runway where you'd ever land with a tailwind. What we just did there would be stupid. But that's you know, everyone wants to request it because it's the coolest approach ever. But yeah, it was okay. I'm pretty happy with that. There are some things I wasn't so happy with, but for desktop simulator, I'll take it. Cool stuff.
Approaching 04.
So click across runway 04. You said go in at Kilo 5, which will be the next left. And then we'll look at that replay. And I'll have a short 5-10 minute break and we'll do the next sector to Boston. Awesome stuff, guys. Attitude APU, yes, guys. You guys are try and catch me out on a few things. I can sort of remember. Not much, though. It's been so long. Right. So just crossing here. Kilo 5's the next left. And this, guys, as I said, is free scenery. We'll get ourselves a gate just here, look. Actually, you know what? Let's go next to our colleague. That only makes sense, wouldn't it? Weather radar off as well, because I like to forget that on a desktop simulator. Guys, need to be quicker. Need to be quicker. Where are my first officers in chat? Awesome stuff, though. Really good approach. We're very glad I've done that one. Well, to be fair, I'd only ever heard of this approach about 3 or 4 days ago. I'd never even heard of the river visual. Right, AP should be coming up nicely. Hopefully we'll get... yes, we'll go park next to Alpaca... whoever that is. No, 49 at Alpha Foxtrot. We'll take stand... won't take stand 11. We'll go for stand 12. Or the one next to the bridge. I don't think it's correctly there. TCAS. Good. Well done. Superb work, Max. Very, very good. That TCAS though. We say gates there. Did I say airbridge? So it's quite hard to see when to turn onto the stand, but I mean, there's no guidance onto it, so we'll just... Yeah, I suppose you should give way, shouldn't you? Right. Stand 12, that'll do. Cool. Oops, they shouldn't be off yet. Right, well, we'll go up a little bit forward. This is a static stand, gate, bridge. So we'll just stop it there. Put the parking brake on. There we are. 2 blues, 1 red, edge is dead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Washington, Ronald Reagan, where I think the local time is 1:40. Am I right? No, 12:40. I think it's 12:40. I think. I'm not sure, but thank you very much for flying Alpaca Airways. And here we are on another safe arrival. Anti-collision light off. Lovely day here, apart from the crazy tailwind we took. But yeah, another safe flight. Fantastic stuff. 1:40, guys. Apologies. 1:40. Yes, of course, you're 5 hours behind us. Not 4. Fantastic stuff. Brilliant. Well, let's have a look at some of the comments on the approach. It was a little bit wavy. We do have another flight to do as well, guys. So don't just jump off the ship just a moment, but you can get a drink. Come back shortly. I'll take a 5-10 minute break and get stuff filed and set up for the next sector as well. Look at you guys in chat. You forgot the radar. You forgot the stab trim. You forgot the taxi. I love it all there. But right, you did it again. Is it due to the Logitech Extreme 3D Pro? That is the tool of choice for all airline pilots in a desktop simulator. But yeah, it was, guys, buttersweet, wobble wobble. Yeah, it was a bit wobbly. Maybe a bit induced as well because I overcorrected, I think. But I don't know. It felt like there might have been a gust on the flare there. I'm not sure, but flow deck to sim, love it. Fantastic stuff, guys. Right, so we'll just log off VATSIM here. Disconnect. There we are. I'll complete the flight on Sim Toolkit Pro. So complete flight. Okay, that's a lovely little box here to have all the overlays there. I'll turn off the overlay 2. Which is there, and hopefully the replay will work and we can actually see a little bit of butter in action. There we are. So 2 hours 5 minutes. Let's get ourselves just on final approach. Let's go a little bit closer. There we are. So yeah, I was actually in a good position here, but look at the wind. Look at what the wind does. The wind's pushing me here pushed me past the centre line, so I should have turned a tad earlier, corrected, and because I was correcting, put the wings level, that makes the nose come up, so I need to then correct and put the nose down. So yeah, I'm too busy to tell you that whilst I'm doing it, so I've got a bit more time to explain it now. Yeah, let's just have a little look at that wobble. So there was the flare, put the rudder in, so there's the correction. I wanted to touch down now, but because I didn't touch down, I neutralised the rudder just to get back onto the centre line, and look, I had to put the aileron straight into wind there. So if I just flared 1/10 of a second sooner, we would have butted it right there. I just floated a little bit too long. Might have had a bit of excessive speed, I can't remember. But yeah, look, that was so close. There comes the rudder. I want to touch down now, ideally. But you can see, look, because I centred the rudder, the wind's now pushing us downwind. But as long as you just hold the altitude, it should touch down nicely there. Let's have another look from here. I love this position here. There's the rudder. A little wobble. Right on the money, though. Boom. Awesome stuff. Oh, there was the wing rising on the airline to wind. Perfect stuff. Awesome stuff, guys. So what I'll do, I'll stick you in the replay view so you can enjoy a little bit of that approach. I'll have a quick 5-10 minute break once it's the replay's done on stand. We'll just carry on from where we left off. Do the next sector to Boston. Flight time should be about 1 hour stuff, and we'll just do the transit check from there. So guys, yeah, bear with me, and I'll see you all very shortly. Thank you very much. Well, guys, I'm back. Thank you very much, everyone, for that brief intermission. I've done all the things I need to do. I have refiled the flight plan as Alpaca 02 for the return sector. Fingers crossed, actually. This is one of the problems. No one's actually spawned on our stand. Let's connect. Alpaca 02, which should link it to our flight plan I've just filed. Fingers crossed no one's here. Let's have a look. I think we are okay. This is Southwest. We've still got the other colleague there. Fantastic, very good. So, yeah, return sector then. We're going to fly back over New York JFK. We're going to go to Boston Logan International Airport. Flight time around 1 hour. Fingers crossed we've got some ATC. In fact, I think Tower might have just logged off here. I'm just having a look at the VATSIM map in Washington. Where are we? It hasn't actually recognised where we are yet. Oh no, it still says towers here, and ground too, so we can get clearance on ground later. I'm just going to tune it up now, 121.7, which is DCA ground. Perfect. And we'll get everything returned ready for the next sector. So, perfect. The pilot monitor is doing the walk around, pilot flying is doing the return sector. Say that again. They want a quiz. You guys want a quiz? If we get time on the way, we'll do a quiz, and that will be a more regular thing. Thumbs up in chat. Hooray! Yes, please. If you would like to see a quiz, an aircraft quiz, there, you'll get a virtual prize of some description. We'll think of something. No, I can see you asking for a quiz already. Let's have a think about it. But yeah, flight time should be about an hour or so. So transit setup. We'll just confirm the runway and use and stuff. So actually grab the clearance now. Because
clear to Boston International Airport via the Suki 4 departure Swan transition that is filed. Maintain 5,000, expect flight level 370, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequencies with center 133.72 and squawk 2107.
What's the runway in use? That's the big question.
Clear to Boston via Suki 4 departure Swan.
It's got to be runway 01 for sure. Quiz, I hear you guys, I hear you. I didn't even know what stand I'm on, 12 was it?
2107, JetBlue 180.
JetBlue 180, me back is correct. Advise ready for push. Expect, actually, you can push at your own discretion. Advise ready for taxi. Expect runway 1 for departure.
350 for our cruise. 01 for departure, I just heard him say. Perfect, so, airport info.
Just avoid pushing on the kilo.
Parking stands we've got, so we are on stand 12, which is just here. So runway QDM for runway 01 is 007.
You were clear to Boston International Airport via the Suki 4 departure Swan transition that is filed. Maintain 5,000, expect
Suki transition Swan. I'll make a note of that. Could be useful for me.
Departure frequencies with center 133.72 and squawk 2115.
Swan.
Okay, clear to Boston via Suki 4 departure Swan transition. Issue climb 5,000, 350 in minute after.
I don't even know what I literally just filed the flight plan. I didn't look at any of this stuff, guys. I literally just went file, just accept the waypoint. I've not looked at anything.
Reback is correct. Pushes at your discretion if you can
Here's the
avoid
next flight plan.
kilo. If you have to push on the kilo, then advise when ready for push. Expect runway 1 for departure.
Oh gosh, I completely forgot we need fuel. Oh, thank God as I brought that up. Ooh. How could I forget the fuel? Because it's a desktop simulator. I've done that before as well. 6-1, let's get an extra 30 minutes on as well. 6-1, 7-1, 7-2. Phew, thank goodness for that. 7-2. Oh, thanks, ZIBO. He said my landing rate was great. It was better than that, ZIBO. 7-2. Fuel. We'll call the fuel truck. Right, we've got some gas now to get to Boston. We'll open the door. There we are. Yeah, sorry, and now the flight plan. Yeah, Suki 4 Swan, exactly as planned. So let's go to the FMC and get this all loaded. So yeah, this is exactly what I do on a transit turnaround. I'd fill in the technical. I just saw that. I'd fill in the technical log, get the waitis, get the clearance once the other guy comes back. We've got other paperwork which you need to do, which you don't need to do in a desktop simulator, the performance and stuff like that. Otherwise, everything you see is exactly what I'll be doing in reality. So in KDCA. Let's hope we don't have too many bugs, because sometimes, you know, when I do 2 sectors, I never shut the sim down, it's just carrying on. So if I actually go Alt-R briefly, look, we're going for 2 hours, 10 minutes. Actually, I don't think X-Pilot would like that, actually. Oh, you disconnected from the network because I did replay mode, of course. Yeah, that made sense. But yeah, you can see how it'd been online for 2 hours or so. The sim is pretty stable. So KDCA to KBOS. Alpaca.
312, read back correct. Advise ready for push.
02.
Runway 1 for departure.
Departure, runway 01. It's going to be the Suki 4. With a Swan transition. From Swan, we're going to go direct to Bros. Juliet 42.
And last aircraft calling, say again.
To Romeo Bravo Victor.
Yeah, this is United 484. We're at Delta 6.
Then to Juliet 222.
Okay, are you in DCA or Dulles?
JFK. JFK, and then a Roebuck 3. I love all these names. Roebuck 3 var. I'm going to put in the 3-3 left because I certainly remember seeing it landing there earlier. Oh, transition? That's anyone's guess. JFK, I guess, because that's our last point. Then, maybe? Let's stick it in. Right, activate, execute. Let's just do a quick gross error check. So 391 miles. 389, perfect. So we've definitely got all the routing in correctly. So fuel is coming in, that's good. Plan, I'm just going to check any discontinuities. Check all this on the way in. So yeah, there's a little discontinuity there. Vector, that's fine, that's normal. But whenever I see vector, I just line select key and bring it up there. You don't get too many vectors in UK
40,
airports.
30,
Or European airports.
20,
Thank you very much, Positive Rates, for the £2 donation. Hi, unable to watch the stream but came to pop by. Thank you very much, Positive Rates. He's a long-term member, our joker amongst our other members. He's a good guy, actually. Thank you very much. Go check out his channel as well. He's doing the odd few streams, and he's designed a few liveries of mine too. So thank you very much again, Positive Rate, for your donation. Cool. So that's in. 0 fuel. Let's just leave it the same. 185 passengers, so fully loaded. Reserves are... reserves are 3 tons. Alternate is actually John F. Kennedy again, so we can go back there if there's massive problems. Costa next we'll use 30. We're going to go up to 350. We'll see if we can get a bit higher if we can get it executed.
And Grand American 2117.
Top of climb wind. 298 at 99.
American 2117.
So that's going to be a good wind pushing us along.
2117 crest clearance.
Top of climb. -1. Transition out at 18,000. Latest weather. There is an ATIS actually, so let's do it properly. And grab that. It's still on standby.
210, so does that work for you? Runway. Use caution noises to American 2117. Numerous cranes in vicinity of
Cranes? I look at low tabs.
Activity in vicinity of airport. RNP approach on request. Read Michael runway assignments and read Michael hold short instructions. Operating mode C on the taxiway and runway. Do not enter prohibited airspace north of airport.
Yes.
Advise on initial contact. You have information Delta.
What?
Advise
Delta?
on initial contact. You have information Delta.
Delta. Dollop, he said. Dot wallop, as in him. Information dollop.
Washington National Airport 8 is information Delta 1652 Zulu. 1300 at 15 gust 21.
Can't believe it. That
Visibility 10. 5,000 scattered. 25,000 scattered. Temperature 23. 2.13. Altimeter 2960.
Alright, I think we've got it all now, 2960. And back to ground. So, pressure 2960 still set. Expected 5,000 feet. Otherwise, all good. Winds favouring 01, coming in from 300 at 15, gusting 21. I can't believe we approved that approach shot to 19 at that wind. So, yeah, I think we are all pretty much there performance-wise. Let's go full 26 today.
DCA ground.
What's our takeoff point?
Southwest 975 with information Delta requesting ice.
65.9, it's 2,000 meters.
Southwest 975, it looks like you
I don't have an accurate performance calculation for this runway, so I think we'll go full 24k. I think that will be good enough, but quite short here. I'm going to go full 26 with assumed 26 with assumed, I think.
17,000.
What was I going to check performance?
Only altitude they let you take.
19.2.
We'll just take 17,000 then.
So a lot of these restrictions along the East Coast here, so if you're going to New York, you know, you're not filed to go too high, which makes sense.
Maintain 5,000, expect 17,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is with center 133.72
who's this just messaged me?
2123.
Oh, thank you very much, Dad. In Charlie X-Ray Alpha 303. Hello, Flight Sim. Thank you all for your fantastic videos. Keep up the great work. All the best, sir. Thank you. Sorry, it's in capital letters. Very kind. So, 47. They'd like to give you a clearance here. Right, get my pen and paper ready. Still got the APU running, so just pop the APU bleed on. This lighting is so much better.
Discretion, we'll stay off kilo, and we'll call for an ready for taxi for Southwest 975.
American 312, ready for push.
American 312.
What is that tool you're using, the one on your left, please? You're talking about this, it's the EFB, which comes with the ZIBO mod. Has all the settings in there.
Push out to kilos approved, tail facing north, American 312.
Washington Ground, good afternoon. Alpaca 01, stand 12. We've got information Delta 2960, departure clearance to Boston Logan, please. Probe is still on.
Alpaca 02.
02. Yeah, sorry, Alpaca 02. My apologies.
And were you requesting clearance?
AFM.
Okay, Alpaca 02, you're cleared at Boston International Airport via the Suki 4 departure. Swan transition that is filed. Maintain 5,000, expect flight level 370, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is with center 133.72 and squawk 2151.
Clear to Boston Logan, Suki 4, Swan transition, climb 5,000 feet, expect flight level 370, 10 minutes after departure, after airborne frequency 133.72 and squawk 2151, Alpaca 02.
Alpaca 02, readback is correct, advise ready for push, expect runway 1 for departure.
Okay, Alpaca 01. Excellent, so expected 5,000 feet, Suki 4, we don't actually have a look at that. I haven't even looked at it. So it's a Suki 4 RNAV departure with a Swan transition. My goodness, that's a chart and a half. Wow. So runway 01. We're going to go straight ahead towards Adexi, Belby, Kovto, Alex, Doug, Ferb, Suki, Swan. 5,000 feet is our transition. We filed at 3.5, he said 3.7, that's fine, so we'll update that to 3.7. I'd rather go a bit higher today anyway, because we've got the lower gross weight. You should have to execute that, but no problem. So yeah, I think it's all there. We put 5,000 feet at hard altitude, a Daxi Max 220. Cool, I think, guys, we're all okay. Flight director's on. We've got the VR tuned. Let's just match runway heading to the courses. No real reason from that, apart from if we had to get back quickly, we could tune up the ILS, and that's already done. There's no nav ATIS and RNAV SID, I think, so that's all good. Right, let's just get a bit of pushback organised, and we'll make our move.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where
so
you
he said
go.
push back and stay off kilo to the other guy, so what I'm going to do is something like that. It's probably... I mean, how do you stay off kilo? I don't know. Let's just connect first.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
See what he says. Right, have I done everything? I think we're good. I think we're good. How exciting. Next sector. Omid, please take off. A little bit more patience required. It's, we're trying to do everything as realistically as possible, within reason. David Smith, face the other way, Brian. Oh yeah, sorry. Just testing you. Yeah, it's runway 01, wasn't it? No problem. We'll request, as soon as we get the tug lifted up, we'll request push and start. MF8, we'll get that set as well. Let's just put 1,000 feet above aerodrome. Cool.
Alpaca 1 enough for Foxtrot, request push back and start.
How dare he?
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
And Alpaca 49 Alpha Foxtrot, what was that?
Alpaca 49 Alpha Foxtrot, requesting pushback and stop.
Okay, Alpaca 49 Alpha Foxtrot. Pushback on the kilo is approved. Tail facing north.
Tail facing north, pushback on
So that's to face south. Perfect. We'll probably get something similar. Alpaca 01, request push and start as well.
Alpaca 02.
02, oh my
push
god.
on the kilo is approved. Tail facing north as well.
Kilo, tail facing north, Alpaca 02. I'll get it eventually.
That's no big deal.
It's always Alpaca 01. Right, tail to face north. We'll be facing
Down
south.
to cockpit. Please show me where you want
And
to
we are
go.
cleared on to kilo. Oh no, enter plan. That's what I need to do.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking
So,
brake.
air condition packs off, fan condition light on. Parking brake is set, transponder to out off. There we are, on our way to Boston.
Pushback on the kilo is approved.
Starting pushback, and you may start engine.
Alpaca 02, Alpaca 02. Dan Bennett, you need a sticker on your console to remind you of your call sign. Dan Bennett, when I fly the real aircraft, as with many of my colleagues,
Echo is now current.
I have a piece of paper which slots in just here really nicely with the call sign, because we change the call sign every sector. And yeah, you know, you don't generally do the one before, but sometimes you can mishear a very similar call sign. There's so many up there, so that's why it's quite important to make sure you're right. Now, obviously, I generally only ever use Alpaca 01 for the first sector, 02 for the second, but it's been a long time since we've done a 2-sector day on VATSIM. I can't remember last time we did it. Did I not set the flaps for departure? No, I didn't. I remember because I hadn't finished with the performance. No, I had. 424k. This could be quite... I'm tempted to bash that up to 26. Should just have fingers crossed for the takeoff roll, guys. It might be a bit tight with 24k on a fully loaded aircraft on a 2,000 meter runway. It could be quite interesting. I'm gonna have to do a steady start. That makes the stream a little bit more exciting. Uh-oh.
Right there on Mike, and then right on Juliet. Cross runway 4, Juliet. Washington
Great. Another. Oh look, he actually gave way. Is that programmed to... No, he didn't.
Okay,
he's just killed the pushback driver.
Mike, right, Juliet, cross runway 4.
Right, head to...
That's affirmative.
Oil
Mike,
pressure.
Right turn Juliet. Cross runway 4, Juliet.
There's N1.
Contact tower before you cross that.
Roger, we'll contact tower before cross American 21 section.
Yep, living on the edge. We'll see. I don't know. It's tight. It's quite tight. We're not very heavy with fuel though, so that should be okay.
And cross runway 4, Juliet.
Right, starter cut out coming up. Okay, -2, -20, 400. 2 is stable. Starting engine number 1. There we are. He's now landing on the correct runway.
Hello, ground, Turkish 359 on gate 28 with information Delta.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Awesome.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Echo now current. However, I will give you clearance right now. You are cleared to...
Thanks, Nightbot. 737 likes to target set. I have no idea where we're up to. I think we're getting close to 737 likes. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button.
Turkish 359, you are cleared a month.
Keep supporting your favourite airline captain streamer. There are others available.
Delta, Quebec, Oscar, VOR, that is filed.
Right, disconnecting.
Maintain 5,000.
715. Oh, we're so close. Maybe we should up the target. We haven't actually asked them. Oh, well done, actually, Mustafa Trim. Yeah. That could have been very interesting. Yeah, so that's a good thing to point out, and it's exactly correct. After you've landed the 737 with your landing configuration, there's quite a lot of nose-up trim just to maintain the aircraft in trim. So you have to, on the taxi-in, reset the trim to around what we need. It'll be the same as before, about 6 units. But yeah, well done. Otherwise, we would have had the nose going straight up on around 100 knots, which would have been great. Cool. We reached 737 likes. Awesome stuff, guys. Thank you.
The departure departure was the Dr. 4.
There we are. Oh, he just got run over again. They keep trying to kill the dispatcher or the pushback crew. Right, generators on, APU off, start switches continuous, Probe on. Anti-ice off, air conditioning is all set. Flaps. Forward, back, left, centre, right, centre. Here comes the runners again. Right, centre, left. Recall. Blank the lower to you, and that's it. Check is complete.
Foxtrot Juliet, give back to the Americans and 5 Alpaca follow. And ground check to the 590 with echo request.
We've got 747 likes. Superb. I don't know. What should we go for? 1,000? Should we go for 1,000 likes? I think that's a bit ambitious.
Runway 1 taxi via Golf Juliet.
We're going to go for, guys, 999 likes. Oh, 997 is the new target. If we can get to 997 likes, we get. Is that American Airlines? Is that 76?
LaGuardia, please.
Oh, we just missed our taxi there.
4041. It looks like you had, I think it was 170 filed initially. Can you accept 210? That's the restriction for LaGuardia.
He's just stepped in.
I think it should be 190 in there, I believe.
Alpaca 01 request taxi.
Alpaca 01, standby once in. Delta 4041.
That's a bit cheeky of me, just getting in whilst there's a bit of a gap. I was hoping you'd just get me away, but unfortunately not.
Are you able to take that?
So I've updated Nightbot 97. You know how Miss Flight Deck Sim likes random numbers.
The Dr. 4 departure, air yard transition that is filed, maintain 5,000, expect flight level 21010 minutes after departure, departure frequency.
CMS, what's the current time in my country? It's 13 minutes past 7 in the UK here. Did I say Alpaca 01 again? Oh my goodness.
Air then it's filed 5,000 and flight level 210.
Right, can you get a big piece of paper just stick in massive letters Alpaca 02? You like seeing me make mistakes, great. Chat's loving this today. they like watching me crumble right before their ears. That's fine, I'll try and remember. It still says broadsword in front of me.
American 312 contact.
Are you a pilot? Says site. Questionable. Actually, dustbin driver. I might need that pen in a second, by the way.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, Alpaca 02.
I've got Alpaca 02 written in front of me.
Runway 1 via Kilo Juliet.
Thank you.
Alpaca.
Exactly, Strickland. It's exactly what I've got. A post-it note saying Alpaca 02.
JetBlue 118.
I've forgotten about me. Look at all the departures getting in front of me. This is no fun.
Mike Juliet, cross runway 4 Juliet. 4 runway 1, JetBlue 180.
Alpaca 02, request taxi.
Yep, Alpaca 02. You can taxi to runway 1 via Kilo Juliet, follow the company Alpaca. Cross runway 4 Juliet. Bill Washington altimeter is 2960.
Taxi runway 1 via Kilo Juliet, click cross 04, follow the company, and copy the altimeter 2960, Alpaca 02. There we go. Follow the Alpaca, guys. Excellent stuff. Right, love that. Right, parking brake release config, no takeoff config warning horn, and we're finally on our way. I think I've finally nailed my call sign. So, pressure's not changed, 2960. Love that whack and water. This isn't the pilot you are looking for, in Obi-Wan Kenobi's voice. Brilliant. I want to do some more flights in the States. This is awesome. Oh, Carl Sangre, he gave you your clearance already. You just missed it. What was the clearance? Was that the taxi clearance? Or the departure clearance? Uh-oh.
American Tower, Alpaca 4
49 Foxtrot, go ahead.
Oh, he asked for a message and then didn't want to reply. Scroll up, taxi. He gave you taxi clearance before you... What?
The tower is...
Oh, he gave him a taxi clearance earlier, did he? And asked again, did he? Oh, whoops. Oh.
JetBlue 118, you can contact towers 19120.1, see you.
To the tower above Suicide.
Oh, crap, I didn't even see him there.
Alpaca 02, I guess you can fall in behind the JetBlue once they all start crossing and join the Congo line.
Yeah, we'll join the Congo by the JetBlue. Thanks, Alpaca 02. Well, it got very busy here all of a sudden, didn't it? Look at that. We're number 5 for departure. Wow. This is awesome, though. I love it. I love it when there's a bit of traffic here. It just adds to the immersion so much. Thank you very much, Creature02, for all your donations. As per usual, your hourly donations on that crazy flight on Saturday is very kind. You just donated again, £3. Thank you. Just joined in. Hope all is well, Captain. Thank you very much, Creature02. We're all good here. And a lot of nice ATC here in Washington. We're number 5 for departure. We've got arrivals. I didn't think it'd be as busy because as the time of day, but of course a lot more people are at home at the moment than they would be at this time of day during the week. Because I mean, what is it now? This state it was 5 hours before, isn't it? So it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 2:15.
Turkish 359er, say again.
But Alpaca is making a presence on the East Coast.
15 minutes, I say 309. Yep, I tried to give you your clearance 15 minutes ago. I never got a read back.
Oh. Savage.
Turkish 35.
Leo, Captain, do you read down your readbacks or do you have really good memory? The things I kind of write down are the clearances, but the rest you can just spew off. The tax instructions, to be fair, I write down as well, because by operator, the first officer writes them into the scratch pad in the FMC. That way, when you're taxing, you can just quickly look at the FMC for the tax instructions. But yeah, don't be afraid of writing down instructions. It's completely normal to do that. Your short-term memory is quite limited, usually about 7 or 8 numbers in a row, and if they're giving you a lot of instructions, it's fine to write it. I know I'm moving forward, guys. It's just because the line was moving. This Alpaca's being a little slow. There he goes, and hopefully the JetBlue will start crawling forward. There he goes. Oh, this is really enjoying this stream, guys. Super.
JetBlue 118, you still with me?
Hello, JetBlue.
Fantastic, okay.
He's gone.
And Alpaca 02, once you get on Juliet, you can contact tower as well, 120.1.
Also, Juliet Tower 120.1, Alpaca 02. Thanks for the service. Bye bye.
119.1.
119.1, Alpaca 02. Bye now. Yeah, I thought so. 119.1. He's so used to me not saying Alpaca 02, he said 112. He said 2 instead. There's all American Airlines. It's just great to see some new liveries as well with the traffic. Full coverage in Boston. Fantastic. That's going to be cool. Dylan, are you a captain or a first officer? Love the streams. I was promoted to captain just over a year ago, but when I started the channel, I was still on the right-hand seat.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Oh, Carl Sangry, thank you very much again. For those of you who don't know, Carl's a member of mine. He's been a loyal member, and he always comes in with incredibly generous donations, which are absolutely unnecessary, but he insists on keeping making them. But thank you very much, Carl. $25. I've been listening since the beginning, but just was able to sit down in time to hear you miss your taxi clearance. Thank you, Carl. Perfect timing. Oh, Carl, you missed quite an interesting approach as well. We got it in, but it was very squeaky and tight. But thank you very much again, Carl. That's very, very kind. And again, I hope you're doing all well. Love the pictures of your chopper the other day as well. That's not to be taken the wrong way, but your motorbike was looking very nice. It was very, very good. You know, I'm not a bike man, but it did look very, very cool.
Approaching 04.
Brilliant. Right, let's call tower. I think Chad's going to get a bit of banter here. I'm sure you all know what he said. I did, Tim. Ask us every time I've got to shoot off. Watch the rest on YouTube later. Safe flight. Thank you very much. Have a good evening or morning, wherever you are. Ask us. Very kind. Thanks for subscribing.
Alpaca 02, Washington Tower.
Alpaca 02, go ahead.
Alpaca 02, cross runway 4, at Juliet, hold short runway 1.
Cross 04 in Juliet for runway 01, Alpaca 02. Oh yeah, in America, runway 1, not 01. I'd already crossed it. I feel like I probably should have crossed 04, but I think we'd already been cleared. Yeah, the previous taxi instructions was cross to whole point, I hope. He is a young ATC, but he's doing a good job.
Welcome to Washington.
It doesn't matter what your age, as long as you're doing it fine. He's doing it far better than perhaps I could. I guarantee that, most of you in chat.
Alright, crossing Juliet.
Anthony.
Brilliant. Thanks. 831.
JetBlue 590 ready?
Yeah.
JetBlue 590 wind 33013, gusting 19, runway 1, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway JetBlue 590.
Attention all aircraft going to Boston. It's going to be 3 minutes for separation.
Oh. Roger, 3 minutes. We can at least bring that down a bit. We're going to be another 10 minutes, guys. We might as well we could do a quiz now. We can at least get the quiz ready. Huh? What? Quiz, I can find some questions. Kick my cat, will he forget the clock? Good one. I'd like to think that a lot of people are joining in because we're going there.
50,
That'd be quite cool.
40, 30, 20.
Thank you very much, Jensen,
10.
for the £3 donation. If you had the option to switch to another type in real-world flying, is there a particular aircraft you'd be interested in flying? Thank you very much, Jensen. Do I have a favourite? Well, that's pretty much the aircraft I fly in because of the sort of routes I do are all local routes. I'm home every day at the night. So I love flying the 737. If I had a choice to fly something else, I'd love to fly a wide-body Boeing. So the 78 is obviously pretty cool, 74. Even the Airbus, you know, I find it very intriguing. I don't think I'd like it long-term, and I've taught a lot of guys who came from Airbus onto Boeing when I was a TRI or an SFI joining my operator, and as much as they love the Airbus for its pros, like big cockpit, nice place, when it comes to flying the airplane, the Boeing philosophy is like that of any airplane, you know, pitch power, you know, a big control column. When you disconnect, you are flying it. So yeah, I mean, if I could choose one, I'd genuinely like to have a go at the Airbus, really, just because it's such a different concept. But thanks for the donation.
590, contact departure 133.72.
Oh, what was that all about, though? That wasn't so professional. What was that? Oh dear. 133 what? 133.72, I think. I don't know what that's all about. 133.725. Perfect.
Washington Tower, Delta 4041, holding in sequence, runway 1.
Delta 4041, continue holding short, runway 1.
CMS Buoy, you'd like an outside view.
Traffic for Delta 4041.
Where's our... We've got it, Delta. Is that the guy who we beat coming in? I hope so. That was so funny. The boss is too old to understand memes. I don't know what a meme is. I don't know what a GIF or a GIF is, though. I knew what it was, but I couldn't pronounce it. Andy Billum, this is the second stream I've been able to catch. Just loving this furlough business. When's the next one? Oh, Andy, I'm not, if I'm honest, but we're all in the same boat, to be fair.
2, confirm squawking 2151.
Sorry, 2151, Alpaca 02. That's my bad. That's our previous squawk. So when we should have done is when taxiing onto stand is squawk 2000, and then make sure when you get your clearance, you re-squawk the correct transponder code. That's very important. We've also got the issue of the fact that we might go off the end of the runway with full 24. I think 26 is unnecessary because we aren't super heavy, we're around 65-ish tons. We should be fine with full 24 because we've got a good headwind as well. Brian Kruger, sorry if I have no idea what it is, but you know Nightbot is brutal. It doesn't allow any profanity.
Now Paco 49 Alpha Foxtrot, confirm squawking 2144.
Okay, confirm stock 2144.
Training pipe, 5 nice catch by ATC on the score. Yep, that was very good. Seb Slader, what's the transition out in Europe? It varies based on the local pressure and where you are in the world.
Alpaca 49 Alpha Foxtrot, are you ready for departure?
Yes, go.
Alpaca 49 Alpha Foxtrot to wind 33013.
But you know, if you're ever on VATSIM like this, and you're bored, you know, you shouldn't be, because this is, if you want to fly realistically, it is like, you know, the whole point. Like, when I was doing the Commando grade, I was based somewhere where it was very busy in the morning with one runway. I was off at number 9, 10 for departure. You sat there for 15 minutes. In fact, the flight plan allows for a 25-minute taxi. So this is, I'd far rather have this than no aircraft on the online network. This is brilliant. Listen, can't hear the engines. Do you want me to, guys, I'll turn the game volume up slightly, because I did turn it down a bit earlier, just so I can hear ATC a little clearer. But always let me know in chat if you can't hear me loud enough or ATC loud enough, and I can make the changes. Yeah, this airport completely default X-Plane 11. There was an airport for Washington, but it involved purchasing the entire city, and it was a lot of gigabytes. I think it was half a gigabyte, but as we don't come to the States that often, I didn't bother. But Boston Logan is from Mr. X6, which is also freeware, but very, very good. That's one of the reasons I like X-Plane. You do have some really good high-quality freeware airports. The Mr. X6 is TDG, which uses a lot of the libraries, but they are very good. And also, there are some excellent payware ones as well. And I generally try to get payware airports for the stream, but this Boston Logan looked really good. Unfortunately, and I should have done it earlier, I don't have the ortho just north of New York, so when we get close to Boston, you won't see any great scenery, but the city is there at least. What is the latest weather in Boston as well? So I just presumed it'd be runway 33 left, but I think it's the wind's coming in the other direction today. Yes, it could be 33 left though. That's actually favouring 040 at 9. It's
Alpaca 49 Alpha Foxtrot, contact departure 133.72. See you.
133.72. Bye bye.
Yeah, this is the first ever time we've streamed in the States on VATSIM. We've done a few flights on VATSIM, in the States before, I think a couple of others, but it's great to actually have some time on the network. Boston landing 04 right. Thank you very much, Phone News. In that case, we'll rechange the information en route. That's completely fine. Oops, I've just dropped my pen. Jack's not behind me, is he? Oh, thank you. Cheers. Huh? They're my streaming slippers. I hope you haven't put it on Discord, have you? Oh, unbelievable. I'm currently got my slippers on, guys. Not my current best pilot attire. So yeah, 04 right in real life. We've got some time in the flight to change that. Oh, is ATC Tower here? If he is, you're doing a great job.
Blue 118, you ready?
That's some multitasking if you can stream and do ATC.
Blue 118, wind 3301 tree, gusting 19.
Dougal, I also smoking your pipe, Skipper. Fantastic. Gosh, I must. Dougal, guys, runs the Singwings project. Go take a look at the 4th link on my video description below. Any donations to that are greatly appreciated. In fact, I donated some money from Saturday stream. It's a cause to allow people to basically apply to get a PC who are perhaps not in a good position to get one, and I think he's getting close to what's required now for the donation. So go check it out. Just donate before you donate. Consider donating to me. Consider dropping him $1 or $5 or $100 or whatever. How much you got left, Dougal? I don't know, but I think he's getting close to his target now to get the first guy his PC or software. There we are, anyways, we're number 1. Flying in your underpants. I did, when it was in the summer, last summer, I did a few streams, not in my pants, but just shorts and no top on, because it's my, I stream in my, a spare bedroom. We've got a small house, and it's just a spare bedroom, and I just got this desk, and it gets so hot in this house. So everyone tells me the Boston controllers are really good. Looking forward to hearing them.
Sure.
Again, we'd only do this once we got our clearance, but as we're single pilot, I just want to get the flow running. There we are, flow's done. Cuzzel, do you fly with the flight path FPM, the FPV? I mean, flight path vector. Nope, I don't use that. Some people do. Don't know. It is modelled, I think. Don't forget the clock. Probably will. Probably will. Oh, got a message from someone. Oh, from Tower. Oh, you're in the stream. Thank you very much, Noah. You're doing a fantastic job as ATC. Thank you. Thanks for coming on and giving it to us. I just turned weather radar off, did I? No, looks like it's on. Let's go to Africa once. Yeah, that's a good idea, Stuart Richard. Actually, I don't know if there's any decent ortho for Africa, but I want to go to Cape Town, and I see occasionally the odd VATSIM event coming in Africa. So we need to go. We've never been East. We haven't been Asia, Japan, China, Singapore. We've been nowhere near there. It's just because I have ortho for Europe, and generally it's very easier for me to stream in Europe because I've got all the charts from my operator, and I can just find them away. Did you say there was a delay for the departure because the Boston traffic 0 on final? Looks okay. We have a Delta. Oh, we're really at the back of the queue. There's the Washington Monument. Did I remember that? The Needle.
Alpaca 2, you ready?
Fully ready, Alpaca 02.
Alpaca 02, wind 33013, gusting 19, runway 1, clear for takeoff.
Good takeoff, runway 1, Alpaca 02. Good job. We'll say thanks to this guy. Right, so MCP is set, transponder is set to TARA, strobe lights on, landing lights on, we are clear for takeoff. I'm going to use a few more inches of runway because I have no accurate takeoff performance calculator. I think we'll be okay. But as my instructor said when I did my PPL, there's three things that are useless to aviation. Runway behind you, air above you, and fuel left in the Bowser. They're the 3 tips I always took on board, regardless of whatever flight I did. Timer, yes, we'll get to timer as soon as we're lined up, guys. Look at you guys go. This is what you call using every inch. Oh, the tiller's a bit slow here. Oh, I hope that's okay. That is what you call a line-up. Fantastic, right. Standard mode of 40%. So Toga's in chats. There's your timer, stabilised, set takeoff thrust. I hope I got enough thrust. Right, 95.6. Takeoff thrust set indication, normal light, forward pressure on the control column.
80 knots.
Checked. Release that forward pressure. Yeah, plenty of room.
50, 40,
behave yourself. Nah, you're not doing anything.
10.
You want rotate? Thank you very much, whoever that was donating. Give me 2 seconds. And we are airborne.
Positive rate.
Gears coming up. And trim. I don't think I ever had a donation during the takeoff roll, whoever that was. Just give me 2 seconds.
400.
Checked.
Alpaca 02, contact departure 133.72.
133.72. Brilliant. I like your attitude, man. Good luck with everything. Bye. Right, command day. Bug up. I thought that was coming. V2 plus 15 and accelerating. Flaps 1.
Are you staying at flight level 330 to like 350?
Thank you very much, Christopher W, for the donation. Those American skis need some good old Soviet machinery. Where's the top of the... Where's the Tupolev? Love. Shout out from Brazil. Thank you very much for the donation, man. Thanks for subscribing as well. No, then welcome on board.
Right, headed 330, you're on the runway 1 localizer.
So you're going to read back.
North 647.
North 647, go ahead.
So 220 knots is the initial speed restriction, I think, so we'll just bug 220.
Right, heading
Okay, now we can go to 250.
Runway 01 localizer.
AFA 6299, just maintain 2000.
6299.
Washington Center, hello. Alpaca 02 on a Sucky 4 Swan transition, passing 3,700 for altitude 5,000 feet.
Alpaca 02, Washington Center, hello, radar contact, climb maintain flight level 320, correction 370.
Climb maintain flight level 370, Alpaca 02. So, that is set 370 checked, VNAV. Again, at my operator, I know we're below the transition altitude, but we will set standard.
Maintain flight level 340.
It might be different in the US, so ignore that. That's just follow my company's SOPs. Passing 53, flight level 370 after takeoff. Checklist. Air conditioning and pressurization 2.8.
Correction, Delta 2240, Washington Center,
Set.
hello, squawk 0532. 0532, Delta 2240.
And standard set, passing 64, flight level 370 after takeoff. Checklist. Fantastic stuff, guys. And Richard, if you're watching this, the new X-Vision preset is brilliant. Yes, yeah. The only problem is, can't quite see that. It's all right, but it's no better. The cockpit now is so much better.
Radar contact. Proceed to JDOP, climb maintain flight level 300.
How many likes are we up to, guys? No idea. Have we reached 1,000?
And I didn't get the other instruction.
800 I've been told. Fantastic. Keep smashing the thumbs up. Looking for 997 likes.
Up to flight level 30.
There's light turbulence here. And it's so cool to be in the US. I need to get some more ortho. Looking good though.
Giant 4546.
Awesome, guys. Over 800. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Delta 2240, your radar contact 27 miles southwest of the South Boston BOR. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
These are big maps. I think they look really good. I think it looks fantastic. I'm going to have to download some more. Andrew Berger, what's the wind? At the moment, we've got a nice little tailwind. Coming in from the northwest, 33 knots. Pre-cruise checks now, 106.370. Fuel, 4 pumps, lights. Logos off, APs off, pressurization is set. Release the cabin crew. Seatbelts are off. 21.5, checks all complete. We'd usually do that monitoring, but as we're in a desktop simulator, it just stops anyone messing around with frequency. Night Hunter, we need to go to Chicago. We do. Chicago, Atlanta, Detroit, San Francisco, LA. There's so many places we need to go, really. And the 80's been excellent. And if I can get ATC at this time of day, I mean, I don't mind streaming a bit later to cater for the US guys, but I far prefer streaming in the kind of late afternoon, evening time, because yesterday's stream was meant to start at 9, which was okay. It was late, and I obviously fly at that time, but if I can get ATC at this time, I'll try and do some more at the weekend as well, because there'll probably be more ATC.
November 757 Alpha Box shot.
If you just joined then, flight time 19:39, so we should be touching down about an hour. I need to obviously tidy up the FMC because, what was it guys you said? The runway in use 04 right, I think you mentioned. So I need to change that. Do that shortly. That's going to be straight in. That will cut off the flight time slightly.
Alpha Foxtrot will cross Baltimore 250 and 10,000 and what's the Alice 1 approach?
People look to spam. I don't know who's spamming, but behave yourselves.
Right turn 340, 6299.
North 674 contact, Washington Tower on 119.1.
119.1 for North.
I fly over your house, be ready to scoop you up.
Air Force 88. Air Force 88. Hey, we're holding short here on the
Sir HB, why does the autopilot swear? Why does the control car swear? That's because the autopilot is making inputs, and when it turns as well with the autopilot. If I was to make an input, like just to demonstrate, look, I'm going to pitch down. Look, disconnect the autopilot just like the real aircraft. So yeah, it makes all the inputs. The autopilot does as it should do. That's the beauty of Boeing. you know, it's all feel. The thrust moves with your setting. That's what I hate about the Airbus, is how the thrust levers don't move. I just don't like that at all.
Your radar contact, proceed to direct clutch, maintain flight level 340. Direct clutch up to 340, Lindbergh 6012. Washington Center, Delta 4041, 3000,
what airport's
for 5,000. Delta 4041, Washington Center, hello, radar contact. Maintain flight level
Is that the main airport?
Flight level 210.
Dulles?
Washington Tower, JetBlue 118.
Sandy, no autopilot disconnect sound. It was there, I heard it. I hope you heard it.
Roger, thank you.
Washington Center, American 1963.
American 1963.
Can I get that clearance to Atlanta, please?
I'm so sorry, it just got busy.
No, I get it, not a problem.
1963, I don't have a flight plan for you.
NDMZ, do you ever do night flights yet?
I'll refile it, American 1963.
But I have not flown a real aeroplane now for January, February, March. Nearly 5 months. It'll be 5 months on the 10th. I have not flown all that time because I have a seasonal contract with my operator. I was due back last month. Did all my LPCs, my license is current up to date, and as soon as I'm ready to go back flying, coronavirus happened, so I'm grounded. My operator has completely stopped all flights. They're just doing rescue flights and currency flights to keep the aircraft so they don't need additional engineering work. YGF TPT, yeah, you're not going to end up that long in chat if you keep doing that.
Atlanta via radar vectors, CAT, ZS files, maintain 4,000, spec flight level 34010, departure will be squawk 0550.
10.
Thank you very much, Studio V21 for your donation.
Love it as always. Wish you all the best.
Oh, thank you very much, Studio V21 and Microsoft Sally for the message there. Very kind donation. Thank you very much for that.
Spec runway 24 for departure. Call for taxi down, I'm going to 2974.
Andrew, would you be less rusty when you get back flying in real life compared to a pilot that doesn't fly a flight sim? I mentioned a post on the YouTube community post. What X-Plane 11 and the ZIBO has given me is the ability to keep practicing the procedures. There's got to be a bit careful with certain things because, you know, it's a multi-crew aircraft in real life, but by George, it's been very good at helping me just practice every day the SOPs. I went back in the sim, it was 3 weeks ago, to do all my recurrency training, and the other guy, he was also on the same contract, so I hadn't flown 4 months, and I'm not going to berate him, but he was a little bit more rusty perhaps, but that's more down to the fact that I used to be an instructor as well, so the stuff is you know, far fresher, and I can access information quicker. But no, it's been very useful in keeping current, and if you talk to any real world pilot, they'll say pretty much 40, the same thing.
30, 20.
Thank you very much again, Tom Knudsen, for the donation. I'm listening out, I'm not looking.
Your father-in-law called and said he wants his blue slippers back.
Tom Knudsen said my father-in-law called and wants his blue slippers back. Did you send that picture? Oh, you absolute moron. So basically...
Guys, check Discord!
Guys, apparently Mariana sent a picture of my blue slippers I'm wearing, with socks. I'm going all classic there. Thank you very much. Someone's purchased a comfort t-shirt, getting ready for the summer when we're allowed to go out. Lol, bought a t-shirt. Thank you very much for your very kind words. And enjoy that t-shirt when the sun comes out. And again, thank you very much, Tom Knudsen, for your continued support and donation. You're in for it now, though. Unbelievable.
Contact Boston Center 134.7.
These slippers are actually my father-in-law's, and they are very comfortable. I mean, I am a sight right now. Shorts, t-shirts, slippers, and socks.
Flight level 390, Air Force 88.
At least they're not Crocs, no, I don't wish they were Dutch Crocs.
380, Air Force 88.
Unbelievable. Dave Hagan, have you seen the video of the ZIBO 737 Max Beta by John Fly? I haven't, no. I'm not involved with that. Is it the Ultimate project at all? I just directly talked to ZIBO for developing the ZIBO mod.
Northwest 711, get radar contact 41 miles west of Montefello via Walk. Good evening, or good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Oh, Sumpy1533, that was you with the t-shirt. Thank you very much. It doesn't come up at all, whoever purchased it, so thank you very much, Sumpy.
3000 on a heading of 010.
Economo Martin, why are some airlines running flights still in Europe? That's usually repatriation flights, so collecting people who need to get back to their home country.
Reagan, there'll be Romeo
And cargo,
Golf,
as well as,
November,
as the Smith said.
Washington Center, good afternoon. Tower 70 just off of Washington National, 2,300 on the departure.
So there's Philly, Philadelphia. The state in Philadelphia, I don't know my states. I know Boston is Massachusetts. I can't say any. Massachusetts. Can we get a Massachusetts in chat, please? I can't say anything. Oh. There was a time I remembered when you weren't around and I streamed, and sometimes I wish that was still the case. Thank you very much, Tim. Oh, Tim, a very long-term member, and I like to call him our resident Discord man. He's been there for such a long time. You just don't, okay? At least ditch the socks. Thank you very much, Tim. Very, very kind. They're so nice, and they're just easy because I can just nip outside and I don't have to wear, put shoes on. They're great. But, thank you very much, Tim, again. Very kind. My goodness, all the members. I need to kind of listen to the radio a little bit here as well.
Alpaca 02, say Mach number.
Mach number in the cruise we're planning is .78 Alpaca 02. What would you like?
Hold on. JetBlue 118, say your Mach number.
Current number or for cruise number?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Current number or for the cruise latest number?
Cruise, he's asking, do you want the present climb or?
Maintain Mach 0.7, 76 for me for right now.
Decimal 76 Alpaca 02. Alright, that'll slow us down a little bit because there is someone ahead of us, no problem. So we'll update that in the cruise that we want to do decimal 76. And in the climb we'll do that as well. It should, we're doing decimal 765 on transition. So it's about to transition to Mach very shortly. I'll let you see that. Look, there we go, decimal 765. So maintain a fixed indicated airspeed until our Mach number increases. And then it transitions to Mach. And that's for separation.
At American 312, you leave, actually disregard.
Low frequency oscillator ring modulator. You're going to fly the 732 in the States. We could jump into another aircraft.
Washington Delta 2240, we got a pirate for you.
Delta 2240.
We're experiencing some moderate turbulence over here in about a 40-mile radius.
So simulated moderate turbulence.
Got it, pirate, received.
But it's always good to do that in real life. You often get pilot reports from other pilots, especially if they're on the same level as you, and ATC are very good at relaying that information.
134.7.
Oh, thank you very much, Carl, for your $5 donation. Again, Carl, you can message me to tell me these things. You don't need to donate. Oh, Carl. Oh, thank you very much. Philadelphia is Pennsylvania. I live around 30 minutes from Philadelphia Airport. Thank you very much, Carl. Now I know. I think you might have told me anyway, but you still had to go and donate and tell me. Thank you very much. Crazy, man. Thanks for subscribing, Brody Moran. Welcome on board.
Delta 277. New York's off line, radar services terminated, leave my
to lose some ATC, that's fine, but we should get some BOS to ATC later.
2.8, Delta 277 full on.
United 484, radio check.
30, 20, 10.
Thank you very much to, sorry, because I was just reading a message on Discord. Alan Chandler, £10, very kind. My wife is currently flying sectors to Falklands. Crikey. And she has been away for nearly 2 weeks since keeping me entertained though. Great job. Well, Alan, I'm sure your wife is doing an incredible job if she's out there in the Falklands, but that's great to hear that she's doing that work, and I hope she comes back to you very soon. And yeah, I'm glad glad my videos are keeping you entertained. Thank you very much there. Very kind. Well, looks like we're loading in some ortho because ex-pilot disconnecting from VATSIM. Oh, for goodness sake, really? Right, I'm just reconnecting, guys. It's always does this. My frames are 30 frames per second, so I don't know. It didn't drop to 20, did it? Probably did.
Could you say that again for us?
Turn right heading 350.
It's the ortho and all the clouds.
Delta 2121, turn right heading 040, join the runway
Angle
1
about
localized.
10 degrees, very good. You're
Right
doing
heading
it,
040,
officer.
Delta 2121, join Delta 109 to left.
So hopefully disconnecting and reconnecting hasn't caused any major issues. What to go?
50, 40, 30.
Thank you very much
20,
to...
10.
He's ridiculous. He's unbelievable, isn't he?
United 641, York,
Carl, thank you again. Chatting with you this way gives me an excuse to donate. Can't be mad. I thought I offended you earlier because I said, I wanted to check out your chopper, but he still wants to donate. His motorbike, don't worry. I know. Carl, thank you again, please, honestly. Oh dear, thank you. Top of climb approaching, very well spotted.
Right heading
Be there in about a minute and a half.
Heading 010 to join
Overhead Philadelphia, lovely.
November 77, correction, November 757, Alpha Foxtrot.
And only 87 miles to go till top of descent. And a little birdie told me in chat we can expect runway 04 right.
Southwest 2180, waiting for one way, Tampa Bay, thanks for your service. United 848, radar contact lost.
No, I don't want that just yet. So, arrival. I haven't got a flight plan printed in front of me, which I usually try and do. Now, what am I doing? Flight plan. We have got a Roebuck 3 via JFK. So, Roebuck 3 via JFK. There's 370.
2121 established on localized runway 1. Roger. Delta 2121. 8 miles from Bad Cross Bad Island.
I love it. What I really like how these massive international airports just have a few arrivals and they cater for all directions. It's really cool. So Roebuck 3, we're expecting 04 right. A little bird told me. Arrival approach ILS 04 right. That's looking a lot clearer now. Right. The reason one of it is with this new X-Vision preset, when the sun shines on the FB, it makes it very dark, but that's absolutely fine. Parking stands, because I've got the taxi chart in front of me, so I'll just get the parking stands.
Rally altimeter 2973.
This is Alden to arrival and copy the altimeter and set up for ILS 23 left.
Parking gates, there we go. So taxiing will be fun, so I have no idea where I'm going.
Air Force 88, you leave my airspace, radar service terminated, monitor, Unicom 1218
So, the arrival guys, I'll do a little briefing here. Coming in from John F. Kennedy
Thanks for your services.
at flight level 370, that's pretty high.
757 Alpha Foxtrot, turn right heading 330.
50.
Thank you very much to William Jitters Fullerton, who's just donated £5. Let's see what Microsoft Jane has to say.
I know it's late, but thanks again for the river approach. I've always wanted to see you do that.
Thank you very much for the donation. It took a bit of a while to get that out, but very kind. You're most welcome, William. I hope I did a reasonable attempt at it and satisfied your desire to see it, and I'd want to have done it slightly differently, as a little bit scrappy at the end, but it was good enough. And thank you very much for your donation and continued support, William. Thank you indeed. Right, let's have a look at this arrival. Yeah, that was quite funny. I love that thing. So JFK. Let's go to plan. JFK news. Effects to be at flight level 230.
Back 2, contact Boston Center 134.7.
24-7 Alpaca 02, bye.
Delta
Oh, just the American
yeah,
one.
the 4.
What's the VOR? Romeo Bravo Victor. I have absolutely no idea what it's called. News facts. Alwyn 17,230 checks. Roebuck at 260. 260 190 below checks. Provy, Jody, Janya. Robbinsville. Thank you very much, Brian. I was hoping to get that before I checked in. Sophie Borg. And we've still got 3 left, so I need to change that first. We'll just check in with Boston. Boston Centre, good afternoon. Alpaca 02, maintaining flight level 370, inbound to Robbinsville. Now inbound to Lawn. Did I get that frequency right, guys? 24/7? 34/7. Thanks, guys. That's better.
JetBlue 118, you're cleared to the Boston Airport.
At least we know it can
JFK,
scream. You scream.
The Roebuck
Oh, no.
arrival, maintain flight level 370.
They're going to do all this massive
Let me know
clearance
when
that
you
they
have
did
it
on the
loaded
New York stream, and I was like, what?
Will call, JetBlue 118.
Boston Center, American 1869 with you, climbing through 41.
Thanks, guys. 24/7. Got it.
American 1869, radar contact, climb and maintain 17,000. Alright, up to 17,000, and the first part of your transmission cut out there. American 1869, radar contact, maintain 17,000. Alright, up to 17,000, American 1869.
Hi, the 6 rounds, sorry, I can't get it. I'm now in the Ocean 4 arrival, but what's the direct?
ICER 631, can you go direct Euro on the arrival?
Okay, confirm, we are going now direct Euro, ICER 631.
ICER 631, clear direct Euro, and then after Euro, descend via the Ocean 5 arrival, runway...
So descend via the Ocean 5, you are cleared to
Boston,
descend. Is that correct?
Okay, direct Euro, then follow descending the Ocean 5 arrival and secure an agent Boston's 2958.
Yes, thanks, Anthony.
631.
American 1869, climb and
Busy,
maintain flight level
really busy.
1900. Up to 1900.
So that's very different to Europe. Boston Centre, hello. It's Alpaca 02, maintaining flight level 370, inbound to Lawn, Mach decimal 76 or less.
A couple at once, Delta 161, Boston Center, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Flight level 210, Delta 161.
And I believe the other one was Alpaca 02, Boston Center, welcome.
Perfect. He said welcome, so I'm sure he's identified.
JetBlue 118, Boston Center, clear direct Ruiz.
So reckon either 04, right?
JetBlue 590,
But this sounds like
descend to
Yoshi.
the ocean, crash
Sounds like Yoshi.
3 arrival, runway 4 right, Boston, altimeter 2958.
What's that for us?
JetBlue 590, descend via Roebuck 3, runway 4 right, Boston, altimeter 2958.
Lawn, JFK News.
Alright.
Just want to make sure. So we've got a slight dip. We need a Goshi transition of some sorts. So
Alpaca 02, clear direct Ruiz.
direct to Ruiz, Alpaca 02.
And Alpaca 02, what's your normal Mach number if I lift the restriction?
Decimal 78, Alpaca 02.
Alpaca 02, verify 0.78 is normal.
AFM.
Alpaca 02, resume normal speed.
Free speed, Alpaca 02, thanks. So delete. Oh, no, that doesn't work. You should be able to delete that or push
American
econ.
1869, climb and maintain flight level
Yeah,
230.
77. Oh, that's fine. It said free speed. I thought it was 78. Yeah, let me just find this arrival.
631,
You can tell when I
get
Roebuck 3.
Descend to the Ocean 4 arrival, runway 4 right.
Descend via Ocean 4 arrival.
Ocean
04 right. Isaiah 631.
Yeah. So what's our arrival here?
Boston Center, November 495, Lima Mike.
Number 495, Lima Mike, Boston Center.
This is Roebuck 3, I think.
Mike is a Dornier climbing through 3,900 for 11,000, about 30 west of Hampton, airport to Boston.
Number 495, Lima Mike, squawk 4604, maintain VFR.
460.
Okay, got it now, guys. So, Jody.
Alpaca 49er Alpha Fox, try to send up pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 230.
Goshi, Winnie, Nabu, straight in, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Alpaca 49er Alpha Fox, try to verify the altitude discretion.
Nabu, out of below 3,000.
23.
Okay, 230, Alpaca 49.
50, 40, 30.
Thank you very much, Terry. Sorry, guys in chat as well. I'm going to be quiet because I'm just making sure I get some great. Thank you very much, Terry. £10 donation, great content. Thank you. You're most welcome, Terry. Thank you. Glad you joined. This Naboo restriction, it doesn't look like it's mandatory. Radar fix.
Rouge 1518 Boston.
Just gonna leave it. That's fine.
Roger. Air Channel 989.
1700. That's fine.
200.
Okay, we've got a 6,000 at Goshi. Yeah, 6,000, that's a restriction. So we'll leave that in the box.
61, clear direct Ruiz.
Goshi at 6,210. Perfect, right. I'm all happy, guys, now. I was just taking some time just to make sure we've got everything set correctly, because obviously we have a different runway as planned. We're all okay.
Delta 161.
Frames are melting here. My PC. So runway, yeah, nice stonking 3,000 meter runway here. So performance-wise, 600 kilos to burn, 63.1. Flap 30. We'll go on a break 2, and we'll aim to vacate at. What we got here? All right, we've got high speed here at hotel. And what a Yankee. So lame hotel's a little bit ambitious. We'll go Yankee. And then we'll go on to this tiny little 800 meter runway. Cool stuff.
30, 20.
Thank you very much, Steve Dearden, for the £2 donation. Very kind. Yo, Captain Snippers, do you like Horlicks? Thank you very much, Steve. I don't like Horlicks, but it would suit my current attire. Very kind, thank you. Just need to descend soon, need to get the ILS all tuned up.
November 5 Lima Mike, for my planning purposes, are you able to wounds arrival?
Yes, we can do the wounds for donation, Mike.
Number 5 Lima Mike, okay, we're going to change it then. You're going to the Boston Airport, be direct Norwich, and then wounds to arrival.
Blocked.
Stepped on that, I think I got it. Direct Norwich and then to 1.
Cheers, guys. So just past stop and descent, not a biggie, I can fix that later. Just keep on doing there. Conditional minimum is 218.
133.0.
50, 40, 30.
Thank you very much, sir. Give me 2 seconds.
Are we ready at 250, sir?
Oh, Crockett, all going on here. Thank you very much, Brian Kruger, for the £1 donation. Don't forget, Director Ruzi. Oh, Crockett, is that a clearance he's going to give me? I have no idea. Oh, did he give me Director? Yeah, he did clear me to Direct Ruzi, didn't he? Well done, I was just testing you guys. Just testing you guys. Thank you very much. Oops. So I'm still 155 miles away. But yeah, that was something I completely forgot. And that's why there's 2 of us, guys. Like, you're trying to juggle FMC work, load up the frequency, you know, the other guy would have punched that in there. But we've got Direct Ruzi, 230 is a restriction. And that's in there. Thank you very much. And I can't believe you had to donate to tell me as well. That's very kind, Brian. Thank you. You'd be great next to me, I think, here. With you're obviously around this area, I think you said, so it would have been useful. Ethan7878 cleared you 5 minutes ago. I didn't realise you were timing me. Uh-oh. ZIBO's having a good old think about where to go, that's for sure. Interesting. Yeah, where's the bug going? Oh, short phone use. Otherwise, I think we're all good. Straight in approach, basically, onto the ILS. Nothing fancy. Busy airport. Never been here in my life. But no, I don't bar for people here, so all looking good. Direct. Cool. Ruiz. Ruiz, not Ruzi. Not for combat. So I'll put exclamation mark slippers, look. Should put a Nightbot command for that.
Alpaca 02, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Pilot's discretion, descend flight level 240, Alpaca 02. So when ready, 240, and that complies with the restriction. Well, it's 230 Ruzi. So we should have
Alpaca 49er Alpha Foxtrot, descend
top
via
of descent
Roebuck,
point for this.
Arrival for runway 4 right, accept maintain 300 knots or greater to Roebuck, Boston altimeter 2958.
Top of descent point. Yeah, that's. I what's happened to the ZIBO model? Look how the magenta green circle's not quite on the magenta line.
Alpaca 49er Alpha Foxtrot affirmative, and after Roebuck, published airspeeds.
Okay, after Roebuck, published airspeed.
But yeah, the RT is very different to European airspace.
Air France 688, Boston Center, Roger. And did you have a request for hire?
Air France 688, negative. We're good here.
Oh, Air France
Great
688,
ATC though.
Boston 989, New York Center.
We just came up on 230. We'd like to go.
Winds have shifted at Boston, have they? I think we're still on 04, right? There is an ATIS, but usually you get the guy next to me to get the ATIS or pilot monitoring. But I want to try and listen to ATC here. Thanks for news. I was just about to punch that in to get the weather at Boston.
Alright,
320, thanks, American 1869.
Delta 9521, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 5,000.
009, so yeah, that's fine for 04, right? Nice weather, really. 2958 is the QH. And we go, guys.
Discretion down to 5,000, and we'll expect
Got traffic 20 miles ahead.
Delta 9521.
Boston Center, United 641, flight level 330 with you.
United 641, Boston Center, clear direct Ruiz.
Direct Ruiz, United 641.
Boston Center, Air Channel 989. Were you calling on my? Were you calling me on the frequency?
Air Channel 989, frequency.
Ace is good. It's brilliant, Anthony. I'm really impressed by it. And everyone said the VATS and Boston controllers are
Delta
boys.
161, descend via the descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, except maintain 260 knots until slowed by the start. Boston altimeter 2958, runway 4 right.
Alright, we'll descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, 260 knots until directed by the star, and we copy the numbers for Delta 161.
Number 9er X-ray, Romeo, Nantucket Airport, 12 o'clock and 12 miles, advise when you have it.
Will call, and what's the altimeter, sir? November 9er X-ray, Romeo?
Number 9er
Yeah,
X-ray,
confirm
Romeo,
04, right.
Nantucket,
Yeah, I've heard plenty of
wind
people
estimated
being told it's 04, right. I
03012,
don't know why it'd be anything different for me.
So 953, November 9er X-ray, Romeo, thank you.
ETA
Boston Center, good
is
afternoon, power 73.
1933.
Hour 70, Boston
Zulu.
Center, Roger.
So
Boston
just
Center, United 641.
over 20 minutes ago, 24 minutes ago.
I don't seem to have that on my FMS.
Yeah, United 641, it's on the Roebuck 3 arrival that's in your flight plan.
Very busy, Alan. That's why I'm kind of like half not
40,
looking at chat, just to ATC.
20.
Thank you very much, Sim737 Pilot, for your $5 donation for a Starbucks coffee if you find any open. Thank you very much, Sim737 Pilot. Yeah, I don't think we're going to find
45,
much
46, Boston
open
Center, right
anywhere we go at the moment. Well, hang in there, Fat Sim. Come on. Is that because we're going directly over New York? We've already passed it. Don't even know. I don't even know where I am in the States.
Alpaca 49er Alpha Foxtrot, contact Boston approach 133.0.
133.0, goodbye.
JetBlue 118, descend via Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 4 right, Boston altimeter 2958.
This is so useful.
Right,
Oh, we're past New York, sorry. We're overhead.
And JetBlue 118, affirmative.
New Haven.
Roebuck 3, 4 right, published speeds.
There is Boston.
Alpaca 02, descend via Roebuck 3 arrival for runway 4 right, Boston altimeter 2958.
Roebuck 3 arrival for runway 04 right and the altimeter 2958, Alpaca 02. So, we have been cleared to descend with the arrival. Obviously in Europe, they'd give you a further altitude clearance. Just to confirm for the third time, that means that I can descend to a lower altitude, correct? Is that correct? I don't want to bust any altitudes. If that's the case, I'll start setting lower altitudes and just fly this in. Yes, says Phil News. Be it on your headphone news. Right, let's go down then to the next restriction at 23. We'll go as per the arrival.
United 2283, Boston.
Yes, correct, yes. Thank you very much. Obviously, you know, my European long-haul guys know this all the time, but for me, that's all new. Let's stick in 11,000.
Delta 161.
And I'll set the QNH, the inches of mercury, altimeter, they call it, 2958. 27,400 for 11,000, standby altimeter set.
Maintain 1,000 for now.
Actually, as per the star restrictions, I should set flight level 230 initially.
Delta 161, I'll have
we'll just go 17,000. That's the first kind of restriction.
Visual with the airfield, November 9 at X-ray, Romeo.
First restriction is to be below 230.
It'll be your own risk.
Own risk?
Copy that, sir.
Own risk? That's never you want to hear between a conversation between a pilot and air traffic controller.
Delta 161, I'll have direct Pro V back on the arrival in a minute.
Could be busy here, guys.
Direct Pro V, Delta 161.
So I think we've just left the area where I have ortho now, which is actually probably a good thing because it means I get an improved
Delta 161
performance.
negative, fly the 25 degrees right for now. I will have direct Pro V once I have the spacing.
We will fly the degrees for now and then direct Pro V when you have the spacing, Delta 161.
Mixture altimeter should be set crossing flight level 180. You're right, probably in the States, but my operator, as soon as we clear to an altitude or clear discretion, we'll set the QNH, or the inches of mercury straight away. Alan Chandler, maybe a hold, we'll see.
Center Delta 521, can we get a left-hand turn to get us set up for the approach?
Yeah, Delta 9521, affirmative, turn left heading 140, vector to final approach course, just want to maintain 3,000.
Listen, what if ATC stop descent, push out, hold immediately, and then reset flight level as required.
Severe, turn left heading 180.
180, Delta 9521.
Steve Jordan, are you amazed? Lost Tucker, am I the only one amazed by the controller? He's doing a good job. Oh yeah, bank angle, very good. There's Jack shaking his head.
Okay, we'll advise Mike Tango Romeo Oscar.
So we're going to make the 230 or below restriction, and then we're going to go down to...
49er Alpha Foxtrot, if you're still here, contact Boston approach 13.
Oh, alpaca down, guys, alpaca down. Can we get a rip in chat for our colleagues? We've lost an aircraft. Oh dear. Guys, we're up to 881 likes. Thank you very much for everyone that has smashed the thumbs up button. If we can get to 997 likes, that'd be absolutely sweet. Thank you very much.
2031, affirmative, Washington's closed, frequency change approved.
See you later, have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for the ATC.
So about the 230, that's now, we'll probably level off for a short while. So the next restriction is to be out of below flight level 190.
Duty at 1,000,
24.
3 for 4 right.
So FMC speed, it should level off here. Or is it just going to command 1,000 feet per minute? Not sure.
1261, contact Boston approach 133.0.
I just want to see what the actual planned altitude is here. 190, fair enough. It's going to keep descending then. I'm sorry, ZIBO, your VNAV's doing a grand job. Apart from just maintaining target speed, but we're okay. Thanks for subscribing, Gultakin Irogalu, welcome on board.
Boston approach Delta 161 with you.
13-0 for approach. I think we've got it pre-tuned.
Switch 33-0.
Unless he just called me, Anthony, I missed it. You couldn't hear a doorbell ringing. Yeah, there's a little bug. I understand it doesn't always happen with all people. I think it's a setting I can change. Stop it, but it stops something else from working. Just a minute, would you reset standard if it indicated stop descent? Yeah, if you said stop descent flight level 200, yeah, I'd have to set standard. But yeah, at my operator, you know, you wouldn't be cleared to an altitude as high as this because obviously the transition altitude's a lot lower. Ah, thanks, Anthony. Yeah, I already had it. I was one step ahead of you. It's about the only time I've been ahead of anyone on this stream to date.
Delta 132, descent of pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240. Discretion 240, Delta 132.
Up to 900 likes, guys. Thank you very much. We might even reach 1,000. That would be wicked.
Boston Center, get an updated
do a PA. Oops.
altimeter setting for quad.
Well, shame about. It's a good job I didn't have any ortho look because it's so cloudy.
2956, Mike Tango Romeo Oscar.
And remember, correction, trailer Mike Tango Romeo Oscar, just maintain VF.
ZIBO, one thing I love about X-Plane is you don't have to. I remember flying FSX and stuff. If you completed a flight and then straight away did a second flight, it never worked properly. The fact of this, you can just land, leave the sim running, and just do the next sector. It'll be, it's really, really cool.
at and maintain flight level 230.
Right, we can set the next altitude, 16,000, unless we can go to 12,000 now.
Delta 9521 Bradley Airport, 1 o'clock and 12 miles.
We do have it in sight, Delta 9521.
Delta 9521, cleared visual approach runway 33.
Cleared visual approach 33, Delta 9521.
Boston Meta again, winds from the east, 10 snapshoot miles, few clouds. Yeah, not too bad a day. I think it was raining there last night. In fact, I was meant to stream yesterday, as you well know, most of you, at 9 PM. In a way, I'm glad I didn't, because the weather wasn't good enough for the river visual. It was quite foggy, so I think we would have been scuppered anyway. Gullion NFL, do you have Vulcan active? I don't. Not until it's been a little bit more optimised for all the plugins and add-ons I use. I know X-Vision doesn't work.
Alpaca 02, contact Boston approach 133.0, good day.
133.0, Alpaca 02, good day now.
230 knots for greater until advised.
So FMC speed, that's fine, getting a bit low on our target speed.
Delta 161, reduced speed.
I forgot what this thing's called, what the hell am I on? I'm on a... no, what am I, a Roebuck 3.
One heavy Boston departure, radar contact, climb maintain 14,000.
Boston approach, good afternoon, it's Alpaca 02 descending to altitude 12,000 feet, 12,000, 29558 inbound to Roebuck on the Roebuck 3.
Alpaca 2, Boston approach the Boston altimeter 2958, continue descent by the Roebuck 3, expect ILS rank 4 right.
And copy the setting 2958, expect ILS 04 right, and just say the rest, sorry. I think he got everything. What did he say? Was that a heading?
Alpaca 2, sorry, descend by the Roebuck 3 arrival, so hit each waypoint at the altitude indicated on the chart.
Okay, we'll fly the Roebuck 3 as planned, Alpaca 02, thank you.
0221, thanks for the help, contact tower 128.
So yeah, it came a little bit quick there for me, and obviously not expecting, we don't usually get these descents with the arrival, so we'll keep going down. But that's my excuse out, but yeah, continue descending via the star.
Delta 161, cancel first clearance, turn left heading 360, vectors resequence.
Left 360, Delta 161.
It's all very alien to me, this RT, but we're...
Falcon 02, advise information uniform.
AFO, copy information uniform, Alpaca 02. Yeah, nope. You're cleared to the end of the arrival, he said, Anthony. Okay, cool. That was a cheeky little lie. But I don't have a first officer to get the ATIS, but neither of you do, so I don't want him to be... he's probably unimpressed by my... the fact I can understand what he said the first time.
Alpaca 49 Alpha Fox, go on TCAS alert.
Oh, TCAS alert, lovely.
Alpaca 400 Alpha Fox, that traffic's diverging, just continue on the localizer, maintain 6,000.
He's having a nightmare, second go around of the day.
Get back, go back around here, we are now destabilized.
Alright, Alpaca 49 Alpha Fox, turn right heading 100, maintain 6,000.
Will Bewley, when we're touching down in approximately 10 to 15 minutes, sir.
Delta 161, descend, maintain 2,000.
Delta 2000, Delta 161.
JetBlue 118, cross negotiate 6,000, cleared ILS 4 right approach, maintain 230 knots for greater until advised.
Negotiate 6,000 and maintain speed at 230, Jet 118.
1,000 to go.
Check.
Berlin 1 heavy contact, Boston Center 134.7.
Boston Tower. Is that who I'm speaking to next, or is there another radar controller? I think this guy, I'll be Tower probably, because he cleared someone else.
Alpha 49 Alpha Fox, I told you right heading 100.
Boston Tower 128.8. Oops, settle our altitude here. No, my bad.
Delta 161, turn right heading 090.
Oh, come on.
1,000
What was the next altitude? 9,000, I think.
Berlin 1 heavy, you're still on departure. Contact center 134.7.
Let's do the post-cruise checks now. Fuel, 4 pumps, lights, logos off, APUs off, pressurization 3.8 set, seat belts. Oops, I forgot to do that, recall. Our checks complete.
Alpha 49er, Alpha Foxtrot, just maintain 4,000.
4,000, Alpha 49.
So 40 miles to go, and we're at 10,000. That's looking good.
Delta 131, reduce speed to 170.
Speed's going back to 240 knots as planned, below 10,000 feet. It's actually reduced to 220 because I reckon that's the new speed restriction at Sophie. It is.
161, reduce speed to 170.
Delta 170.
So we're just going to use a bit of speed brake to help off to make sure we get that 220 knot speed restriction. Getting busy here, guys. Will PD talk to AC?
Delta 161, I can try to slam dunk you in here, otherwise it's going to be resequencing. It's up to you.
1,000.
What do you say for Delta 161? Okay, Delta 161, you're trying to make this short approach here, otherwise I can resequence.
Yeah, we can make a short approach, Delta 161.
I'll turn for you shortly.
So going a little bit fast here.
Back at 49 Alpha Foxtrot, turn right, heading 220.
It's acceptable. Being 220. The speed brake will bring that speed back. Slowly but surely. There's no point getting flaps out just yet. We're going down at 8,000 Irini. Speed brake can go away now. Happy days. Nicely sequenced in. Look, traffic just ahead of us. Superb. Nice approach. She's the low approach. She's a light straight in.
40, 30.
Ronald, thank you very much for the 200 Norwegian krona. Very kind, sir. Red Leader standing by. Nice Star Wars reference there. Thank you very much. Oh, this reminds me of the Family Guy episode, you know, where they go like...
161, 3 miles from
Red Leader standing by, Red 5 standing by, all the different references. There's a James Bond reference in there. I'm going to go watch that after this video. Awesome stuff. Thank you very much. Very good of you, Ronald. Thank you. Down to 7,000. Looking perfect here for this straight in, guys. Big Red standing by.
JetBlue 118, maintain 210 knots or greater.
And just to show you ZIBO, look at this. The VNAV pathing now is superb.
Contact tower 128.8 long.
You are too close. No, we've got enough space in there. 10 miles is fine. If he's 5 miles, I'd be a little bit more concerned. But so long as he's less than 1,000 feet away on a 3-degree path, he won't be getting anywhere near. So hopefully he won't slow down too early, because I obviously configure quite late based on my operator's SOPs. So hopefully he'll comply with some sort of speed by ATC.
Foxtrot, continue the right-hand turn, heading 0, cushion 350.
1,000 to go.
Check. Down to 6,000 Goshi.
JetBlue 118, I show you about 1,000 feet above the localizer, stay intentions.
Actually, is this 349? No, I went back to 345. There's a few issues with some of the newer versions. So this is the last decent stable version I've had. I haven't really sat down and done a huge amount of testing for it, but it's a whole new autopilot flight model and a new flight model from Tim as well. But there's been a few little bugs and issues. This is the one I used in the across the pond stream. So it's a very good one, but the new one's going to be even better for the autopilot. It needs more testing.
Boston departure, American 2322, with you now climbing for 1,000.
American 2322, Boston departure, radar contact, climb maintain 14000.
So you typically get the ident for the approach now. You'd get the localized indication for sure. It's not reliable, but you could definitely pick up at least the localizer and perhaps the glide path. In X-Plane, it's very late to identify, especially localizer.
Cross Goshi at 6,000, cleared ILS runway 4 right approach, maintain present speed until advised.
Cross Goshi 6,000, cleared 04 right to maintain speed, Alpaca 02. So Goshi 6000, which VNAV should level off here. VNAV should level off at 6,000 here. He wants to maintain the present speed as well, so 230-ish, that's fine.
JetBlue 118, maintain 170 knots or greater until milk.
Nancy, sometimes you need to cycle the nav aids and it will pop up. That's very much a
170 knots or greater
bug with X-Plane.
to the tower.
Oh my goodness me! Anthony! That's insane! That is Anthony.
Alpaca 2, maintain 210 knots or less.
210 less, Alpaca 02. I was just a bit amazed by that. That's brilliant. So if you cycle the ILS, you get the nav aids and stuff. Come on, that is crazy. Actually, you don't know why. No, but yeah, you should be able to pick it up from here. Wow, Anthony, I would say that on board every time. That's not how that works in a real aircraft. But it works in X-Plane, that's fine.
Okay, 210 knots to the advise, maintain 3000.
So 210, we've got traffic ahead here. He is close. He's only 5 miles ahead. So he's told us to maintain 210, which we can comply with. The glide slope's coming nicely in.
Alpaca 02, maintain 190 knots.
Reducing 190 knots, Alpaca 02. Okay, we're going to really comply with this now. Because there is traffic ahead, so we want to make sure we get back to that speed quickly. We're going to go level change. Just going to get a speed brake out. Again, just to keep it there. And we're going to go flat 5 now as well.
Sophie on the heroic route.
Alright, speed's come back, and that should nicely hold the glide slope for us. In fact, I'm going to use something, a technique I used to teach guys in the sim called VS to... a procedure called VS to finesse, and you just basically use the vertical speed to stay on the glide slope. It's as easy as that, and it's very, you can do it very accurately, and then that just set the thrust. 170 or less, Alpaca 02. So we'll go straight back to our flat 5 speed, which is just below 170 for our man. And then, again, use speed brake just to help it slow down, because we don't want to get too close to our colleague. And just use vertical speed to stay on the glide slope. I wouldn't usually use speed brake in this combination, but we'd just bring that speed back just to ensure we have the separation. So speed's approaching 170 or less. I'll get rid of the speed brake now. Again, just using vertical speed. I'm going to arm four lot now, so that's going to get us on the localizer. Localizer capture, runway heading 035 set. Now to quiet. Oops, we can go approach. We should wait a little bit later, earlier, but we'll go glide slope capture. Cool, missed approach altitude, which I've not even looked at, is climb 3000, Boston VR 030 to Waxon, so 3000 feet.
Reduce the final approach speed, contact Boston Tower 128.8 so on.
Final approach speed 128.8, Alpaca 02, bye. So I'm going to go straight back now, very early, but he did say go to our final approach speed. Look at this guy anyway. So gear down flat 15, we need to do this because I'm no doubt this guy's configured gear very early because I do it at 4 miles usually. So get down flat 15, landing checks to flaps, start switches continuous, recall check, speed brake armed, green light, landing gear down 3 green, auto brake is set to 2, holding on flaps, flat 30. Very early guys, but that is just to ensure we don't end up in the APU of our colleague who is only 4 miles ahead of us. He's slowed right down. We're going to hope he vacates expeditiously. 1288 wasn't it? Boston Tower, hello, it's Alpaca 02's final ILS 04, right, minimum approach speed. Have I got the frequency wrong again?
Alpaca 02 Boston Tower, hello, runway 9er, correction, runway 4 right, clear land number 2, 4 miles of travel of Boeing 737.
Clear land 04 right, and we're minimum approach speed, Alpaca 02. Rebecca Tula, why is the approach light not lit? That's just like with real aircraft. That's because you can't deselect approach. The only way to go around or deselect approach is to push toga, turn the flight directors off. So remember, the light on the MCP doesn't tell you what mode is engaged. The light on the MCP doesn't tell you what mode is engaged. The only way you tell what mode is engaged is by your FMAs. Do not use the MCP. That's a really important fact about the 737. And you can see, look, approach glide slope. All good. So we've slowed right down. He's actually not quite slowed down, so we've actually got there. But we were told to go to a minimum approach speed. That's why we're going so slow. There is Boston straight ahead. Super exciting. Ground. What's ground? 1-19.
Speedbird Concorde 1.
Concorde? Amazing. Does that mean when I stream in Concorde I have to do it on VATSIM?
The correct transponder code is assigned.
But the question is, push or pull? Yeah, you can see, look, glad we slowed right down. There he is. Oops.
Speedbird Concorde 1, Boston Tower, squawk 1 tree, 2 tree.
Wait, is that going to be modelled as Concorde though? I can't see a... Oh, there he is. Look, BAW1. That is Concorde. It's modeled as an Xbox, as an Airbus. Good stuff. Oh, look at all this extra fuel we took and we've burnt by this crazy configuration. Concorde at 50k, yeah, I reckon that would be a good point at which to do the Concorde stream. But maybe sooner. I already have it in my my virtual hangar.
Speedbird Concorde 1, Boston Tower.
He's trying to drop his nose, probably. Right, well, we've got our little airport chart. Oh, it's not going to be like New York where they say, what stand do you want? I remember. Right, we're being cleared to land. That's another American thing. He's definitely made it. Please vacate it,
Boston
colleague.
Tower for Speedbird Concorde 1 Heavy. Can we get runway 04 right?
Don't tell me you've missed that exit. Thank you.
Yeah, Speedbird Concorde 1,
Good
Boston
stuff. Right,
Tower.
disconnecting everyone.
Let us know prior. That help us. Continues down
Approaching
on Mike.
04.
Check.
Right.
Lovely win. No excuses, guys. We actually had quite a good soft landing. I think we'll go for butter again, okay? I'm going to stretch this landing out.
And hold short runway 04 right for Speedbird Concorde 1 Heavy.
Yeah, okay. Alpaca 49 Alpha Foxtrot, hold short runway 4 left on November, contact ground point 9.
0.9.
Hold short 4 left on November, contact ground.
Fully stable, come out to the minimums.
That's blocked, just confirm.
I want butter.
49 Alpha Foxtrot, hold short runway 4 left.
That's what they always want.
Hold short 4 left on
Checked.
November, contact ground point 9. Alpaca 49 Alpha.
Speedbird Concorde 1 left onto Bravo at the end of Mike, so Mike left Bravo, and confirm squawking your assigned code 1323.
Ooh, a little bit of a frame rate jump there.
John Mike will hold short in
Check.
Bravo and
Close.
we'll
Hold that
have
attitude.
1323
Come on.
for
Come on. Where's my
Concorde
butter? Oh no! A little bounce as well. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, speed brakes up. Reverses. That was a good landing though. You got two choices, butter or an actual good landing on the touchdown zone. 100 knots. Manual braking. I could have made that exit. Checked. Here comes 60 knots. I had to reverse. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Boston, where we got a great landing. No butter. But I will take that any day of the week. And we'll take the next high speed here. A little bit fast, but no problem at all. Out of the way, colleague. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Boston.
Tower Speedbird Concorde 1 Heavy holding short.
We've got to hold short of the other runway here.
04 right.
Speedbird Concorde 1, are you ready for departure?
Affirmative for Speedbird
He's definitely Concorde. Look at it pinging away.
Speedbird Concorde 1, runway 4 right, cleared for
So
takeoff.
this is actually runway
No delay, traffic on
15033
3
right.
miles.
I think we can enter this one here.
Okay, 04 right, clear takeoff, no delay. Speedbird Concorde 1 Heavy.
Alpaca 02 vacated 04 right.
Alpaca 02, thanks. Continue, join November, hold short runway 4 left, and contact ground point 9.
November, hold 4 left, and 0.9 Alpaca 02. Thanks for the help, bye. Oh, I love the ART here.
Delta 132,
I love it.
no need to acknowledge traffic departing prior to arrival.
Oh, got the reversers out still though. Noob. Right, just going to check. We've vacated here at the end at Romeo. We can go on to November, but we need to hold short of runway 04 left. Carry on with the cleanup. Oops, forgot to put the start switch to continue, so I've already done that. Can't remember. Right, there we go. Awesome flight. Really enjoyed that one, guys. So here we're going to hold short of 04 left, and we'll contact ground 1219 it. Boston ground, good afternoon. Alpaca 02, vacated 04 right on November, hold short of 04 left.
Alpaca 02, Boston ground, cross runway 4 left on November, safe parking.
4 left November and standby. I need to find where to park. God damn it. God damn American airports. Terminal C, stand 20.
Alpaca 02, roger.
Okay, we'll go there. I just randomly picked that, guys. Oh dear. Just because it's right in front of me, look. They're coming in on 5 November. I like easy taxi instructions. Yeah, yeah. I mean, to be fair, there's a few airports in Europe where you contact apron control prior to landing to get your stand number.
Approaching 2-2 right.
15 right on November, taxi to the ramp via Alpha. Good evening.
So yeah, we can go 04 left onto November, and we've told you we want Terminal Charlie event stand 20.
Delta 115, Boston
set to 3,100.
Taxi via Echo, Mike, cross runway 4 left.
And yeah, this is Mr. 6X scenery. It looks really, really good.
Delta 115.
I had ATC everywhere today. It's been brilliant. Absolutely
Alpaca
brilliant.
02, cross runway 15 left on November.
Cross 15 left onto November, Alpaca 02. Perfect, so we've got further clearance. So 15 left onto November, there we are. And then there's stand 20 just here, hopefully.
With information uniform at gate Alpha 11 ready for
Alpaca 2's in the building, you got it.
Endeavour 4761 Boston ground runway 9er taxi via Echo, Mike, cross runway 4 left.
Very, very good.
Echo Mike, cross runway 4 left, Endeavour 4761. Thank you.
Boston ground Delta 2056, information uniform, gate Bravo 32, pushing start.
So here's runway 15 left, 33 right, confirm we've been cleared. To cross with the first officer, all looking good. Does sound like a young controller, Tim, but we had a lot of young controllers, but they're doing a fantastic job, all of them.
Romeo about to join November.
Approaching.
Let's go take off again. This tiddly runway, 800 metres, you get off that if you're empty.
4 left on November, and ultra runway 15 left.
Cross 4 left on November and cold short 15, Delta 132.
November 631 Alpha. Do we take Kilo to Echo?
So approaching 15 right here.
November 31 Alpha negative, you can just taxi straight to Kilo, straight to Echo to
So
get
we
forward.
just, our taxi clearance is 15 left November, but not to cross this runway.
Alpaca 02, cross runway 15 right on November, taxi to the ramp via Alpha. Have a good evening.
Clear cross 15 right by November, onto the ramp via Alpha, Alpaca 02, thanks for service, mate, bye-bye. Perfect. So, if you remember, we're going to cross here, stand 20, we'll try and get...
Approaching.
Delta 132, cross runway 15
Getting a bit busy. Well, it's there, but there's another aircraft. Let's go to that corner. I think that'll do. APU's not quite there yet. I think our stand's taken, but... well, it's all AI aircraft, unfortunately I forgot to get rid of that. So let's go for this one there.
Southwest 359 Boston.
Oh, let's shut down an engine. I haven't done that single engine taxi for a while.
Southwest 359, roger, push on Alpha, approved, advisory for taxi.
Okay, push on Alpha, approval, call your taxi.
How do I get in though? Ah, screw this. I'm cutting the corner. I know I meant to go the other way, but I need to go fire Alpha. Nothing to see here. Alpaca fleet on its way. No questions asked. Just approval. Right.
Is somebody trying to call Boston again? Because I just hear keying up the mic. I don't hear any voice.
So yeah, I don't know how to, on the Mr. 6X, how to get rid of the scenery, the static aircraft. It does look good though. Sorry about this view, but it just lets me get to the light. I'll stand 18 in the end. Screw this, absolutely. I wasn't sure how to get in.
Taxi to the ramp via Alpha Echo. Have a good evening.
Cross 15 right on November and then ramp via Alpha Echo Delta 132. Have a good night.
Right, let's get my head down a bit so we can see our guidance. There we are, and stop. Fantastic. Right, parking brake is set, 2 blues, 1 red. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Boston. Time, I always forget the time, 5 hours before, 3 3:40, I think, in the afternoon. Maybe 2:40, but 3:40, not sure. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Boston. Another on-time Alpaca Airways flight, and a great way to start a little bit of a leg in America from JFK. Fantastic. What a really fun, enjoyable stream, guys. We've made it all in one piece. Right, a couple of things I was going to do before I forget is disconnect from VATSIM, because I always forget to do that. We'll complete the Sim Toolkit Pro flight as well, as that is done. Perfect stuff, guys. Thank you very much. Let's have a little look at the chat. The landing wasn't so buttery. Yes, it was okay. It was in the touchdown zone. I got a nose and ouches, and I got some no butters from Freckles Aviation pull up. Oh dear. Wide runway deception, maybe, Siraj. I didn't see if it was 60 metres, but no, it was just a bit of a plonker, but completely on the touchdown zone. Completely fine with me. Defo Dar Pilot, absolute banter. But I think I'm aerodynamic on the taxiing. Not sure. Thank you very much to everyone that subscribed as well during the approach there. I just missed one on the taxiing. But yeah, there we are. Andreas Klenke, thank you very much. Welcome aboard. Guys, that is it for today. What a fantastic day we've had. John F. Kennedy, River Visual approaching to Washington, and then northbound to Boston. Yeah, thank you very much, as per usual, to everyone that subscribed, became a member, donated, all the usual stuff. I'll say thanks again. But of course, we've got some slightly different replay music for you today. It's the old funky stuff. We wanted to do that all day. Right, let's get ourselves onto the approach. I've been waiting to do that since the start of the stream. Right, let's have a little look. Oh, it's so sensitive. Let's go from there. Oh, that's the other runway. Love it, so funky. Thank you very much for subscribing, Eldon. Welcome on board. Welcome to Boston music. Can you turn on the cabin disco lighting? It was looking so buttery. Held the attitude off, and it was just I should have held it up a little bit higher, but it was completely fine. Well in the touchdown zone. I'd say that any day of the week. Awesome stuff. So much better than the other replay music. A little bit of a bounce though. I put that down to the little lump on the runway. Awesome stuff. Right there, guys, thank you very much for tuning in nonetheless. Again, just thank you very much to all my moderators for keeping the chat tiny. Thank you to everyone else that subscribed, became a member today. I'll catch up with you later on the members only Discord. I've got a members only event this weekend, and next public stream, hopefully, maybe saying Friday if I don't have my other plans there. Sunday is my birthday, so I don't think I might have any plans. I might pop in the evening. We'll see. But guys, have a great evening. Stay safe in these crazy times, and I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye.